Joe has become.
You've been just like really pincushioning yourself.
Yeah.
Not myself.
It's a lot of it is yourself. It's a lot of it's by
I was
choice.
curious.
A lot of it is
It
by
feels
doing
that
it
way,
for
but I
Yes,
don't
he
want to
is.
assume.
Yes, he
I am
is.
not.
Yes, he
Okay,
is.
because like there's a lot of.
It's
you know-
not. I don't
the
want.
same
I
mistakes
don't.
as
I don't
everyone
want the.
else.
I don't want the. Here comes the pissy pants Joe show.
Oh no, I
He's
know.
been a
He
real
cries
pissy.
in my
He's been a real
cave. That
pissy
means
pants.
I can't look at him.
The last couple of days.
Oh,
It's
look
just
at the little
it's so
tears are
it's so
forming.
childishly insulting. I don't remember what we were talking about one day, and I just walked over. I was like, "What was that, little baby pissy pants? What happened, little pissy pants?" And Alfredo's like, "Was this man peeing his pants?" I was like, "Fredo, we gotta piss her." And it's been like 2 days. I think I gotta leave it behind in this week. but anytime Joe starts talking something, I go, "Somebody wet their pants? Somebody do a little pee pee?"
I'm so sorry.
But
Learned this from.
I'm so happy you're here, Joe.
it's
So
great.
happy you're
Dude.
here.
And he goes, "No, no, I didn't pee.
I learned this from Martin and Lawrence.
No, I used the toilet."
You thought about it, you didn't do it. Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Joe. I'm not Michael, because Michael's right here. And that's BK. And we got Jack.
Switch, bad idea.
And
Switch. No, let's switch.
What do you-
Let's
what do you-
switch.
Hello.
what do you-
No, I
that
thought-
was so fast.
Let's switch.
That was
told me
like.
I
Were you
could-
saving
told me
that
I
for
could-
like a
less
bit
than
for
30
the?
seconds.
No, I thought maybe he could try. Sit down. Sit down. Get out of my
I'm
chair.
sitting.
Get out of my
No,
chair.
no,
Get out of my
that's
chair.
his chair.
You gotta move. You
That
gotta
was
move.
patio
You gotta move. You had your chance.
No, that wasn't even close to 30
You didn't even
seconds.
give me like
I gave you a
15
chance.
seconds.
I gave you
to
a
fucking
chance.
Try.
I saved you. Okay. You didn't want it to keep going. I thought it would be fun. Just sit down. I kept it warm for you.
Like, now
My
Shane
chair is
has to
too-
adjust the camera.
I know, my chair's too
'cause you-
hot, actually. Anyway, hey, welcome to Off Topic. I'm your host, Michael
Joe.
Jones. We've got Joe, BK, and Jack. Sorry about that. I thought I'd try something new, and you were punished for it just as we were. But now, it's a good show. It's a regular, normal show.
Good.
Watch
Good.
out.
Good try.
Uno's coming.
On
No, you can't leave.
the 9th.
Yeah, it's September 9th.
9th.
Anyway, I'll mention that at the top. Jack, we talked about it last
do we
week.
make it a
Uno
9?
Infinite live stream is coming September 9th. You could just
Uno
say
mild.
it. It's September 9th. You could just say it. And
You control how long we play.
yeah, that's
That's right.
bad.
Make us stay forever. I have a flight to catch on the 10th, so
I mean, I'm
if
gonna
we could wrap it up
I'm gonna say
Forever?
like
early, that'd
forever
be great.
probably can't happen, but I bet it could be a really long time.
I had already changed my flight from the 8th to the 10th so I could
That's
be
not
in
enough
this
time.
thing.
Okay.
So
Hey, that's really
That's not enough time.
Yo,
Saying.
you're trying to cut out in a day?
Trying to leave in a day, Jack?
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
No.
I already had shit planned. I'm gonna go watch Austin FC.
I don't give a shit.
Play Seattle.
This is your job.
In Seattle.
Do your
I
job.
land, go to the stadium. On a Saturday. It's a Saturday. I had these flights booked before this shit
Guess
was even
what?
done.
I had a staycation booked on Saturday, Jack, and that got moved.
It's a
Yeah.
staycation. You're not going anywhere. We're not flying to Seattle.
I'm
Guess
flying to
what?
My house, my bed.
I'm
Austin
a,
FC playing the Sounders. Got to beat them in their own stadium. It's going to be awesome.
I'm a real bootlicker. I don't.
We got
take
Rigoni
vacation
coming in
days.
tomorrow, playing LAFC. Going to
Really
take
don't.
down the number
I know
one
shit.
team, the MLS. Gonna beat them, 6-point swing.
What
It's
is
gonna
that,
be great.
sports
Stop. Stop. You're getting away from Uno.
Football.
This is what people want. They don't want what you're saying. That show's been canceled over and over again, Jack.
It's just me and Brian.
Please.
Me and Brian. Talking.
Okay?
Talking.
It's Uno time.
Football.
Anyway.
There we go. Yeah, see, there we go. There we go. Yep.
Your guys aren't talking, just so you know. You're talking at him. Anyway.
You excited for it?
For Uno?
Yeah.
No.
Are you excited for it?
You weren't there for the original. It
I don't even know
sucked.
what-
I'll be
I know
honest,
it's
Jack.
not fun.
I don't even remember. I wasn't either.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it
I wasn't
is.
supposed to be. I showed up and I'd take over for somebody. It sucked. It was not fun, and I'm not looking forward to doing it again.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. You're leaving.
On Saturday the next day.
That's
it's better in by
But
then.
Infinite is so much more than one day. I
It is.
thought
It's
at
gotta
least
be.
like 5 days until we're like, no.
For sure. 100%.
You know what I mean? But also, maybe they'll just let us off easy, and we'll do an hour. We'll be out.
Oh, we'll be out. Hour?
You know, we'll
that
get
gonna be
lunch.
here?
I mean, most games at Uno
it
don't
gonna
last
happen
that
here?
long.
Here, I mean, I don't know if it's
Before.
going to happen at this exact spot. It'll be in Texas, if that's what you're asking. But you're still going to have to cancel your staycation.
Yeah, you
But I-
can't staycation.
You can
But I
stay
wanna-
here.
You're just staying, but you're not cationing.
Yeah.
Can I stay in that chair? In the chair that...
No, that's his chair.
When
It's
the
Michael's
lights
chair.
are out at night and no one's here, yeah, you can come sit in it if you
Can I
want.
practice?
Just
Yeah, you can
cry.
practice.
Just cry to himself.
Can I try again next week?
Maybe. Let's
Oh,
not jump in. Okay. We don't want to scare people off. And that's the show.
And that's the show. Thanks for watching,
Cool,
everyone.
thanks for watching.
Dude,
See
we
you
are
September 9th.
we are dangerously close to actually getting our office.
Have you been in there?
No.
It's nice. They got the
Actually coming
carpet
along.
down.
Yeah.
They got some
Well,
wallpaper
I've been in there
up
a
in a
million
couple
times, not
spots.
today. I've been in there today.
There's gonna be carpet in there.
Let me tell you this.
It's already
right?
in there. It's black and green.
Let me tell you this. This is okay. You want to count the going into quarantine? Who knew, right? It was like, oh, a couple weeks or whatever. That's fine. That was out of control. When we got back to the office, the temporary office, which we're still in, by the way. If you remember us coming back to the office and we used the word temporary a lot, and you like, wait, was it temporary? Yes, apparently.
It's still temporary.
Okay. There were things where I was asking about on week 3. And Sarah being like, well, there's not really a point. We're about to move into our main office. I don't know the exact date we came back, Jack, but at least I have a fucking picture on my phone. I was looking through shit yesterday. There's a picture of me in that office, August 30th.
Jesus.
We are 5 days from a year.
Wow.
And I was told
in our
3
temporary
weeks.
space.
I'm just going, my God. So it was at least the 30th.
Wow.
And finally, we're almost going to move in it. Like, at one point, is it not temp space? I said to Sarah today, I go, well, I guess as long as we move before I die, it was temporary. But if I die before we move,
Right.
that was just the last office for me.
Yeah, you're
You know what I
you're
mean?
not wrong.
And so I think most of us will make it.
Well, the funny
New
thing was,
office.
we were in our old office, and then during quarantine, they're like, oh, we're actually going to move you out of an office to a new office, and they were going to put us in the bungalows. And I was like, okay.
That office changed so many times.
Yeah, we were going to
where
take
we were going.
We were going to take the STF office, their old office, and basically turn it into like a big achievement hunter bungalow, to the point where they knocked out walls and painted stuff, and then they're like, psych. You're going back to where you were, and then they put us back in the exact same office we had left.
It got really convoluted because that was all was happening.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then 2020 like COVID and stuff, and so we ended up working from home, and then it ended up being like stuff outside of like even Rooster Teeth, just like other basically tenants at the space was like, they're gonna take this big space, so we're gonna go somewhere else, and then it was like, no wait, actually they're leaving, you can have the big space. So that's why we ended up not moving, is because shit outside like our company's just like interest happened that made it more convenient for us. But all that accomplished is while we were working from home, we basically got displaced, where our office ceased to exist. It's like, well, the old office is gone, but now we're not
here.
now we can't make the new one we were gonna make because we're not going over there. So now we just need to like fix the old one, but everything's getting ripped apart first. So you're fucked. And so that was it. Like when we were first coming back to work, that's why it was a temp space, because they were like, you don't have one. And I was like, well, that's inconvenient. But don't worry, it'll be 3 weeks.
Yeah, even
Yeah,
when I
right.
visited for the first time, which was
Yeah.
in October, everyone kept telling me this is a temporary office.
And
it's
I
the
kept
only-
doing this.
And it's the only office that I've known since I've come here.
That's true.
It's your home. It's,
my home.
It is your home.
This is the new office to me. It's not the temp office.
it's nice, man. It's coming together. Like, it's been fun watching it like slowly get destroyed and then
then
slowly
sit for 10 months.
Yeah, and then piecing
And
it
then
back
in the
together.
last 8 weeks getting built.
Well, because the last big thing we did, I mean, we did Extra Life in here. That was like the first, like, hey, we're going to do a production in the studio. And so we were in stage 4, actually where we're sitting now, and we did Extra Life. And I was like, oh, and it was very temporarily rigged together. Like, we had trusses to put lights on because we didn't have the overhead stuff. And like, they got it up and running, and it was great. And here we are, coming up on a year later, and it's like, oh, we might have the final studio done. It's like, we just want space to play games and have fun and torture Michael and Gavin. So
Oh, Extra Life.
for Extra Life,
Because
yeah.
regular work, it's Joe now.
Oh yeah. Joe has
Dude,
become.
you've been just like really pincushioning yourself.
Yeah.
Not myself.
It's
by
a lot of it is
choice?
yourself. It's a lot of it's by
I was
choice.
curious.
It's a lot of it is
It
by
feels
doing
that
it
way, but
Yes,
I don't
he
want
is.
to assume.
Yes,
I
he
am
is.
not.
Yes, he
Okay,
is.
because like there's a lot of.
It's not. I don't
the
want.
same
I
mistakes
don't.
as
I don't
everyone
want the.
else.
I don't want the. Here comes the Pissy Pants Joe show.
Oh no, I
He's
know.
been a
He
real
cries
piss.
in my
He's been a real
cave.
pissy
I can't
pants
look at him.
the last couple of days.
Oh,
It's
look
just
at the little
it's so
tears you're
it's so
forming.
childishly insulting. I don't remember what we were talking about one day, and I just walked over. I was like, "What was that little baby pissy pants? What happened? Little pissy pants?" And Alfredo's like, "Was this man peeing his pants?" I was like, "Fredo, we gotta piss her." And it's been like 2 days. I think I gotta leave it behind in this week. but anytime Joe starts talking something, I go, "Somebody wet their pants? Somebody do a little pee pee?"
I'm so sorry.
But
Learned this from
I'm so happy you're here, Joe.
it's
So
great.
happy you're
Dude.
here.
And he goes, "No, No, I didn't pee.
I learned this from Martin and Lawrence.
No, I used the toilet. I used the toilet.
That boy.
Dude, I'm just gonna say it's real bad. Halo 5 Lasso is
it's the fucking
real bad.
I've just been like in the room when you guys are doing it, and I feel
Same.
bad for y'all.
It's whew.
How many hours have you recorded so far? Like, I don't want to spoil anything. I'm just curious, how many hours
I would
do you
say
have logged
I'm
in Halo
thinking
5?
It's over 10.
It's probably about 12 to 13 hours.
Okay, recorded.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard you beat a level yesterday.
Yep.
Spoiler,
Yes.
they've beaten at least one level. And the enthusiasm and excitement out of you was genuine. It was like
absolutely.
actually like, oh my
No,
God,
it truly
we did
is.
it. Yeah.
It's when you
I heard the emotional roller coaster. I heard y'all pepping your
It's ups and
stent.
downs. There's
I
ups
heard
and
you
downs.
working together. You're
Yeah.
complimenting. Then there's disarray.
right.
Then there's
because it only holds together so long until
Oh
someone
my
someone
gosh.
fucks it up.
Then you're
Everything
stuck in a loop for
goofifies.
like-
Oh, that's most of
And
the
then
series.
we
is-
solidify again.
Yeah. Is like it's like if we're getting like actually close to the end and we've been there for so long and we're like we don't want to stay late again and someone fucks up, it's kind of like, hey, brush it off, don't worry about it. That person fucks up like 2 or 3 times and it's like, hey, let me ask you a question. What the fuck are you doing? What, do you want to fucking be here? Do you want to be here?
Like, we need to go
Get the
home.
fuck up off the ground, stop pushing up, and stay behind the fucking rock. Stop leaning out. Just, what are you doing?
We need
Like,
to start on your strategy.
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef. Thank you, chef.
Yes, Jeff. Yes, Jeff.
But
Thank you,
dude,
Jeff.
Halo 5, I think is probably like the most disliked Halo. Like it's whatever, but like it's certainly not the most enjoyable, and it may have the hardest lasso. It's fucking hard, dude. It's hard and not the best Halo game at the same time. And so it's just like
Makes it worse. You're like, God.
and Joe's just going, oh, is this bad? And like, I'll be honest, not really. Kind of, but
I wonder if it's more difficult because you guys have confidence, because you can go down but not out.
No.
And you can respawn, or you can bring people back.
Trust me,
Down but
no.
not
Going
up
down
makes it
is
worse,
almost
I think.
worse than dying.
Really? Okay.
Because Jack, when
Might as
3
well
people are
just die.
behind cover and someone's standing in the middle of the room shooting,
Can't believe it.
just like hip firing and not aiming, and they go down. It's one person goes down, they're down. Another person, they're down. Then we're all dead.
Okay.
And so it's just, I wish you were dead, and so we would already get to try again.
Yeah.
Then constantly picking people up off the floor. It's such an extra mechanic of like having to shout out like where you are.
Yeah.
Because we don't have UI
Right.
because of the skull. And so you just have to like physically see the person and they're kind of like glowing. And more than 5 times maybe I thought a glowing dog was a person who was down.
oh, those dogs.
And I would, because someone would be screaming like, I'm down! Like, where? It's like, down 3 floors to the right. And I'm just like sprinting, like, oh no, because there's a timer and then you just die. And it's like, oh, there's Joe, that's a dog! Because the dog, it's like a dog and a fucking Spartan like on the ground are like the same height. And they're like glowing because their fucking shields are down. And I keep running towards damn dogs.
How many?
Dude, it's been rough.
How many levels are there?
There are fucking 12.
Wait, are you?
There's
wait,
12 levels.
12 levels.
There's like 15 free or cutscenes. Because
Okay.
Halo always does some freebies,
Yeah.
and we're like 12, but some are cutscenes. And Gavin's like, nope. 12, just straight up 12 levels.
Ooh. All right. Well, that'll be coming soon.
That shouldn't
Assuming
be too
it gets
long.
finished at some
Yeah,
point.
I mean, it
So-
better come out whether it gets finished or not.
It's released.
I've seen
Okay, those parts will come
Right.
out, and then
I didn't
it'll just
suffer
say
for nothing.
to not be continued.
Oh, yeah. Lady Lily in the chat said, didn't Alfredo eat a dog treat? That's a whole thing, too.
Yeah, he posted about that. He had a
Yeah.
dog treat. And also I checked. He was right. It was a dog treat.
And he said it had no flavor, and yet Michael's sitting there going, it has the worst aftertaste.
So
You tried it, right? Afterwards.
Right.
it was something where,
confirm.
did Lindsay hand Alfredo a dog treat?
What happened was
Like,
he was feeling down. We were in the middle of Lasso. Lindsay walked by and said like, "Hey, feel better," and put 2 like cookie-like crackers on his desk.
Yeah.
And I'm almost certain I say in the recording something like, "That's dog food," as a joke.
Yeah.
And then he's kind of like examining it for so long, and then ended up and ate it, and he just kept going, "It's dog food." And I looked over at Lindsay losing their shit. And I'm like, bro, why are you eating dog food? He's like, Lindsay gave me a cookie. I thought it was a cookie. And he like ran up out of the room to like rinse his mouth out. He was
Yeah,
gone
yeah.
for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I leaned over, I was like, because it was 2. I was like, let me try this one. I was like,
Yeah, that's
bro,
not.
that's definitely a dog.
Oh my god.
He kept saying, what is it? It has no flavor.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, it was kind of like, it reminded me of like a cinnamon toast crunch like smell. but not
Ooh.
the taste.
Ew.
Yeah, it was not. There was no cinnamon.
That's
What a
disappointing.
debate.
But it was so dry. I felt like I could taste it for the next hour.
Ew.
That's the liver.
But you know what? I don't even know where they came from. Why did
don't?
Lindsay
Yeah,
have
So why
dog
did
treats?
Lindsay have dog treats at their desk?
don't
No
even-
idea.
You don't have
You
a
don't have
dog.
a dog?
dogs.
I'm well aware.
Wait, yeah.
I didn't bring any treats up. I'm pretty sure no one else brought
don't
treats
know.
up.
Does Lindsay
How did dog treats
secretly
get to the office?
I don't know, but
Dog
that man sucked them down.
He was hungry, I guess.
Maybe Lindsay just randomly sucks down dog treats in the middle of her.
That I could believe.
Yeah, that would.
would've
The
shocked
only reason
me.
I can tell you no, because I would have heard about it by now.
Yeah.
You would have had a whole pallet of dog treats.
I would get the dog
The
treats
Pet Mart
delivered
receipts.
first, and then
Steal the
what
whole
are these
shipment
for?
from
And then
PetSmart.
Lindsay would go, I like them. Come on, dude.
Jesus
right on your
Christ,
glasses
Joe.
case that hold your contacts.
Do you enjoy the act of eating, like actually taking time to eat?
Yeah.
Or like okay, so for
the
example,
best.
say I produce a bar that has all the protein, all like everything you would need to eat for, a meal, and you could just eat at your desk in like a minute.
Oh, you're asking, am I a weirdo like Gavin? No, I like food. I like how food tastes.
No, I'm not saying it would
What?
taste bad. I'm saying like you just eat it and be done. And it's like, all right, you don't have to worry about like going anywhere to eat and like taking your time out of your day.
Active eating is nice.
I mean, I don't know. It's somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
I don't think I'd want to fall one way or the other forever.
Okay.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't need to have an hour lunch every day, but also, if you have time, especially like with children, sitting down and just doing nothing while you eat is enjoyable as someone who is not young anymore.
We could also
It's
just,
like the
just
worst
cram
thing
a
is
bar
when
into
you-
a kid's mouth and be like, oh,
Right.
they're done.
I
I
mean,
don't have to worry about eating
Yeah,
anymore.
but that then they're just back to pissing you off, running around.
Yeah.
Eating can stall them sometimes.
Yeah, you get a moment of peace.
Right. When they're eating and they're just kind of zoning out, like eating their spaghetti or whatever, that's.
I don't know. I get
That's good times.
I'm eating with my nephews. Like my nephews are 8 and 10, and like they're doing the thing where they like chew with their mouth open or they like just spill stuff all over the floor, and it's like that would
Yeah.
frustrate me more than anything
Well, the
else.
problem is it's because they're your nephews, not your children.
It's true.
You would have to deal with it if they
Yeah.
were your children.
I would strangle
And so
them if
you'll
they were my
block it out.
children, yeah.
No, he was joking.
I don't have kids. Don't worry. I'm not
You
strangling children.
right, and you never will because of the strangulation.
Yeah,
I strangulate
that would be
them.
bad. That would be bad. I've been told that's
Yeah, but Homer Simpson
inappropriate.
does it, and that's funny.
That's true. Yeah. See, I learned it
actually
from watching
kill
The
the kids.
Simpsons.
Yeah, and his neck turns into a zigzag.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, man, where like if you can't just I
Yeah.
can't imagine being a parent and just like letting stuff get to you.
Yeah.
Because you just got to take some L's. You know what I mean? Stuff that's like, okay, the kid, like when my kid smashed the TV, that's
Yeah.
not great. Don't do that. But like, kid putting, or we painted one of the rooms red and put black circles all over to make it like ladybug, like polka dots. And then it's just like the younger child ripping them off the wall, ripping all the paint off that we just had on. And it's like, it's fine. I'll just buy more. And I just keep putting them back up and covering them. And then eventually it just never ends. And I'm just like, I'll fix it when they stop doing it. Like, so there's just like a bunch of like white spots where they ripped off paint in one of the kids' rooms. Because I'm just like, I don't know. The kid will turn 4 at some point, and like it won't even enter their mind to be like, I should just rip shit off the wall.
Yeah.
Then I'll fix it.
Yeah.
But I would go insane if I just like kept having it painted. That
Okay.
one is like, that's whatever. I don't care. Fuck, it's your room. You gotta look at it. I don't care.
Right?
Right? I don't give a
It's not
shit.
my room.
I don't give a shit. Also, like, I have enough, if not maybe experience, but just knowledge of like, sometimes shit seems like a big deal that isn't. Like, oh, you fucked up the wall. It's also like, you just get the same color and you just put it back.
Yeah.
As opposed to like, again, like smashing a television where you
Yeah.
go, okay, well that's broken.
Yeah. Now it doesn't work.
That's
Just
insane.
get some paint and put it
That's
over the
insane
thing, and you'll be
what you
fine.
just
You can tape it, a duct tape, right? Put a blanket.
So, and it helps, stuff like that, honestly, has helped me deal a lot with Joe.
Okay, makes sense.
And that's why you
Yeah.
can see how, like, patient I am with
It's
him.
true. Joe does eat a lot of paint, so
Right.
It
Well,
makes
well
sense.
I bring the stickers in that they rip off the wall. I let them lick the back of it.
yeah.
And I made sure mine had extra lead. Because they said, they were like, now
Just
this
dip it
lead-free
in
paint's great.
asbestos,
It's
yeah.
good for you, but it's just, it'll fade. And I was like, whatever's the best, no matter how toxic, give me it.
Yeah. And it comes like a glowing can. It's like,
And then when you're
Good
done, Joe's glowing.
Oh. That'd be a sight to see.
Do I look like I'm glowing?
Yeah, I have him drink all my old
Glowing.
thermometers too.
Ah.
There's mercury in it.
Just
Crack
crack
them open, he
pour it in.
sucks them out like,
Yeah, yeah.
like a crab.
Nice. He said that's how you become T1000. That's
Do.
I don't feel so good.
Dude, we did a VR today that was the most exhausted I've ever been.
yeah. I came in as you guys
It
said Raft.
was-
We finished
it was
annual
so much
pass.
fun.
Fucking insane.
Yeah, like
fun,
Trevor pulled off his
Dude, we were
helmet
all
and he was like dripping.
sweating.
Yeah.
So like VR is one, you get a bunch of out of shape people. It's just like, ugh. Then you get, some people just get like sick from just the screen and the
Yeah.
movement and stuff like that. This was like the most active I think I've ever been in VR for that length of time in like stupid little like mini game things where you're like shaking your arms or like reeling
right,
shit in or
right.
whatever. It's all like little stupid like jerk motion animations, kind of like the Nintendo or the Mario Party with like the Wiimote,
Okay.
but way more exaggerated because it's VR. And so it's like all the games had you doing like something with two hands at once, and so it'd be like, you know, pump this while you wave this. And I don't know how long we did that for.
It was an hour.
And
Oof.
dude, at like 40 minutes, I was like, my arm
Yeah.
is so fucking
There was a
tired.
point where my
we
shoulder
were sweating.
was like burning, and I was just like, I'm just not gonna do it anymore.
Trevor yelled at one point. He's like, I keep sweating into my open mouth, and I went,
He was
and I was like,
sweating.
close your mouth.
Yeah.
And then I said, same.
We did a
But you're talking about his sweat.
Yeah.
We did a Minecraft in VR, and that was the longest I had been in a VR headset ever, and it was close to an hour. And by the end of it, my neck hurt. Just like holding that face thing up, I almost want like a counterbalance. I almost want like another weight in the back to keep my head like
Yeah.
even, because like looking down and looking up was just like by the end of it, it hurt. And that
It's
thing
also
is,
why
those aren't light.
It's also why I make mine. It helps a little bit with that, but I make mine tight as shit because it also like if it's got any sort of pull, it kind of like
Yeah,
if it
yeah.
sags
It'll
a little
whip
bit,
a little
it makes
bit.
it even worse. So I took mine off today and I had like red
Yeah.
all over my face because I fucking make that thing
Like
tight as hell.
brainstorm.
Man, I see
Goggles.
people who do like the exercise stuff in VR. It's like they'll play like Beat Sabers. Like I'm playing Beat Saber for like 2 hours, and like that's their exercise. I can't imagine doing that. Like
They
that's
probably
gotta
got some strong
hurt.
necks.
I guess so. Strong necks and strong wrists. I guess right. That's how you play
Or
that. game.
carpal tunnel.
Sting, sting, sting.
They're just used to it.
Yeah,
It's true.
That's like a new metric for a baby when they're like, you know, like, oh, can they support their own
Yeah.
necks? It's like, oh, can your baby play VR yet?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh,
Nice.
Trained them.
Strong
I
neck.
taped an iPhone to their
and then
face.
and then that baby's playing baby simulate or baby hands with Joe.
Oh, yeah.
They're doing online baby hands.
That's
Yeah.
cute. That's good bonding.
It's a lot of fun.
that was a lot.
I love
that
playing.
kid-
I love playing a lot of online baby hands.
Yeah.
You know, shooting.
Just getting out there, meeting other babies.
yeah.
You know, we gotta mingle.
Meeting other baby. You know, socializing.
Getting out of the little playpen area.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's probably not called a playpen.
That's your
but-
desk, you
Yeah,
mean?
No,
I think that's what it's called.
Oh, it is. It is called a
It's a
playpen.
play-
Okay.
yeah.
Sure. Cool. I thought it was just like maybe it was.
Joe's going on sign up for Bingles. It's like single
Baby
babies.
single baby.
Baby singles.
Big
Okay,
goals.
hold on now.
Bingles,
No,
it's like,
this is going to-
well,
no,
well,
okay.
it's all grown men like Joe, but they're just playing babies.
Okay, I'm glad that you clarified.
And I don't think an actual baby is playing online.
No.
That'd be awkward.
But I just like
But
I like
you
the
need to find
I like the
another
idea of two
baby.
VR babies going like
up?
hey, how are you? Like, oh, pretty good.
I'm good.
But like their heads are just stuck on the ground. Like, you can't hold up the head. the headset.
to play?
Yeah, you want to be the baby or the daddy?
I'm ready.
It's some going. All right, let's role play. Do you like pretending to be a baby? Do you want to play with other babies?
Welcome to Bingles.com.
Welcome to Bingles.
Big goals.
We match two adults of consent that want to pretend to be babies in a game and play as babies together. Anything could happen.
100%. That exists somewhere on the internet right now because the internet's so
Here you go, you can have it.
There you go. Make it happen. Bingles.com. If that's not registered by the end of today with a picture of Joe's face when you go there, I'm going to be very upset.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be crazy. But on a
That face
baby.
right there, the
but on a
face is just
VR
fake.
baby, not a real baby.
In 24 hours, we'll check. We'll go to Bingles.com.
Oh,
see
it's
if
not
the
going to take
domain-
that long.
I want to see the baby.
Yeah, we called it baby jail too. I would say if it had an official name, it would be Playpen though. But yeah, baby jails.
Baby Joe's
Crate,
a little
right? Just a big
aggressive.
dog crate.
Yeah, they don't know though, right? Like
put the
playpens and baby jails are only good until when
Until
they
they're smart.
Well, it's just like they don't know anyway. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're not putting that up to like because they want to get out. It's like just in case they start moving. Most of being a parent with a baby is like, okay, so when's it gonna move? And you don't know.
Yeah.
So like early, no problem, right?
Right.
And then it slowly gets into like, okay, I can't leave them anywhere they can roll off of, because then they, like turtles, they start to roll.
Okay.
So it's like, even at that stage, you put them on the floor, nothing can happen. They're there. You know what I mean? You put them on like a changing station. That's when you you hold them with one hand and you try to reach the stuff with the other hand, because you turn around for a second and that baby's diving off the changing station.
They do keep trying to kill themselves.
That's all they do. That's all they do.
What?
Because they know what's in store for them.
It's just like, it's weird because, I mean, it's humans,
smart
right?
for their own good.
They must be too smart, right? Because every other animal, like, basically, is like, boom, you're born, take care of your own shit.
Yeah.
Babies, they're worthless for so long.
Human babies, yes.
So long, human babies. They take forever.
And yet we're
you
the
know?
most advanced.
Yeah, well, it just takes time.
Drafts come out, they're walking. They're walking immediately.
That is true.
Yeah, dude.
That is true. We don't walk.
Human babies are
Tadpoles.
blobs until they're about 5.
Tadpoles are probably more useful.
But how many
than the
achievements do
babies.
they have?
True.
You know, did they get all their Dark Souls achievements? I don't think so.
Bingle.com.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
You
That's where, human superiority comes in over baby
apparently
giraffes.
thumbs.
with me.
True.
Well, again, it takes time. Okay.
Dark Souls is.
But once they're like
Resistance.
walking or even crawling, it's like, oh shit. Right? Once they start crawling, you can put them in a gate and they still probably won't have the innate desire to break free, because they don't know they're trapped really.
Right.
Because they've been trapped their whole life, unable to move.
Right.
And so now they're just like, oh, I'm moving in a circle? I guess that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Then they start standing and walking, and they realize that they've been imprisoned their whole life. That's when they start climbing
What
up
have you
shit.
done to me, Father?
Yeah, when they go, oh, this thing's trapping me. This ain't helping me. I'm gonna climb over it.
Can you get one of those those spikes you dig into the ground and just leash them so they can they have a little room to move around?
Like a
while you're-
dog?
Guarantee you could.
Yeah.
I know that was like kind of, I don't even know to call it a fad, but like I remember when that thing when that got invented, like putting kids on leashes.
Oh my
They
gosh,
usually try and hide it as like a backpack.
Yeah.
Maybe like a backpack with an animal on it,
It's
but then
a
there's still a fucking leash coming
Yeah.
off of it. And the parent going like this. I saw one like 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
It's been forever. I think the last time I'd seen it was at a mall. It was lots of
Mall
malls.
or
had
like a
it.
theme park.
But it was at a theme park.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was at Six Flags. Someone was
Yeah.
walking around with their leash kid. But I'll tell you this though, the kid was a fucking animal.
Zoom in.
Oh, dude, it was
Like a rabbit.
I was just like, man, kid on a leash. I haven't seen that in a while. Probably the
Makes
right call.
sense.
Right call.
And it's like like his dad was just like holding him, and it's like occasionally be like, stop. And the kids like they were eating.
Well, that's wise.
And so they're like running around. He's like going on. The thing is, I don't know, Joe. Right? Like, did you make him be like that, or because you leashed him when you didn't need to?
Yeah.
Or was the kid like this? Because if it was like this, put the leash on him. The kid's out of control. Kid's like climbing
Just
everywhere.
buckle him
whatever.
in.
Corrective collars for kids.
I mean, yeah, it's called a dog collar.
yeah.
Don't tell anybody.
I will say
I doubt they make them for kids.
Murray, who's my younger dog, he's about a year and a half now. Like, we have a leash for him where it's a harness, but when he runs, it pulls him to the side. So it basically goes through his chest and pulls. I wouldn't even get that for a kid, where it's like they try running and it keeps throwing them off, and it's like, oh, I guess I just walk at a pace. Try it.
Yeah, but even then, though,
It's like test it on animals.
Yeah,
It's a real
but
thing.
even then,
you know?
like the dogs have the advantage, like they're lower to the ground. Like that kid will eat shit.
I mean, they'll eat shit once or twice and they'll learn.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
that's
again,
all.
you're not thinking like a parent. You're thinking like an uncle. When
Yeah.
they fuck up, you don't hand them to anyone. You got to take them to the hospital.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like you would
That is
call
true.
their
Your kid is
parents and be
hurt.
like, hey, your kid's fucked up. Here you go.
Just in a bag. Like, there
That'll
you go.
teach him. But what really is when you say they'll learn their lesson, I'll learn my lesson. Don't put my kid in this.
Yeah.
Now I have to go to the hospital. Dude, we've yet to go to the hospital.
Nice. Knock on wood for him.
Yeah, I'm just like, dude,
The bottom. It's wood on the
so
bottom.
glad
supposed to not.
that we just, I don't believe in that.
You know what?
yeah, that's crazy. This isn't even wood.
No,
Well, the
I know,
bottom.
at the bottom of
So
it.
it's the bottom.
I was gonna. We haven't destroyed this table in a
because
long
why
time.
would we?
Because
Even the
it's
bottom,
been
I don't-
so long.
I can destroy it.
Even
first
the
table-
bottom, I don't think is wood.
Yeah, it's no, yeah, you're right. No, yeah,
No, it's
this
not.
hard stuff came through. I think he put a back on it. That's what that is.
Neither one of this is wood.
That
And this is metal.
right there. There you go. There's wood
Oh,
in the
that's
middle.
wood. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. There you
Right in
go.
the middle.
That's not even the table.
Yeah.
That's not even the.
I wonder what destroys this. I wonder what eats into this stuff.
Why?
Because we need to destroy
Acid.
it.
No, we don't. We're never gonna get another one this nice.
Well, I mean, this night, look how scratched
a
up it is.
budget.
Yeah, it's time to get a new one. It's time for a fresh one.
Okay. Good luck.
There's stuff in here we need to
Can I
rip out.
break it?
Good luck.
I mean, you can.
Can I
You're gonna break it? What are you gonna break?
How would you break it? What would be your approach? Joe, what is your approach to breaking the off-topic table? I'm curious, because we took a lot of things to it, a lot of axes.
I need a chisel, a sledgehammer, and
I don't know, a sledgehammer would do a lot of damage to
need
this
some
thing,
acid.
honestly.
a bag of Sour Patch Kids.
What you should have said is lava. That's the right answer. melt
Where-
it down.
What dilutes this stuff?
Resin?
Just
Yeah, this resin
lava.
stuff.
It's probably acid, like BK
Yeah.
said.
Okay. Is that what the Sour Patch Kids are for? You chew them up a little bit and spit them
little
out.
No, that's
Yeah,
just
they
in
burn
case he
into
gets
it.
hungry.
Yeah.
He just loads up on the sugar and gets like hyper energy and
Yeah,
starts
yeah.
smashing it with a sledgehammer. Yeah.
Like maybe a double-handed, like a two-handed spiked mace would be good enough.
Okay.
For this.
Do you have those
Two-handed, or do you
laying
want
around?
two of them?
No, it's two-handed. It's a hefty
Okay,
boy.
so it's like one that like Hawker
Yeah.
uses.
Yeah, it's the big. It's
Or like the one at
Oh,
the
yeah.
carnival where you hit and the bell goes
That's a
up.
mallet, not a spike.
Yeah.
But with spikes on the
Needs to
end
be
of it.
spiked.
Okay,
That's technically-
That's more like a
yeah.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. You're
I need a
right.
bazooka.
You're gonna just
get one of those?
blow this up.
Bazooka Joe.
We haven't destroyed
You're
anything.
Joe!
What happened? What happened to us? We used to
We're in
destroy
temp
things
space.
all the time.
We're in
That's
temp
true.
space.
No, this is the permanent space. It's just not finished yet.
What is still
Dude, just give it a
temporary
year.
if it's
How
not
how long did it take to make this table?
It was like a year. It wasn't very long. Oh, to make the table.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
God.
The original table we wrecked pretty quickly. Because I mean, like this. So you might not know the history of it. The original
hope you
table
don't know the history.
was this part here, everything,
Yeah.
all the wood stuff, and then they tried to. Marcus came on and tried to iron this or
Brand it.
brand this into the middle of the table and totally ruined it.
They just fucked it all up.
It looked so bad.
Yeah.
And then
So then we had it for a long time, and we were like, we need to fix it.
yeah.
Never fix it.
And so-
No, we did, but in order to fix it, we smashed it to pieces first and like chopped it up and chainsawed it and shit, and then he took it and like this is all
okay.
real, like broken.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Then
okay.
he like made it look nice with art.
Yeah.
And then like branded this separately and then set it in. So it is like the original, well, not the original, but whatever. We
Yeah.
went through a couple tables.
one of
But
those
this
white
was like
colors.
the table we made for
We
this
put a bunch of
show.
stuff in here. There, there's like there's little figures. There's a little Jeremy. There's a For the Kids
Can't
thing.
even say that anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean, we can say it.
I know. We need to tear it apart and rebuild it. We need to freshen it.
Right.
This is the old. This is
go
a
get
this is
one
a
of our
relic.
I feel like
at this
we just
point.
leave this
You know?
and then get a new one.
No, then
Or
why?
you
why?
could-
Then
Because it's a
Fame.
great
someone's
table.
someone's gonna take it and
It's
try
a
to
great fucking
use it for
table.
their own
Yeah, to hold things, great.
nefarious things.
Great, it can hold things for them all day.
We could smash
dinner.
it.
This is one of the very few
Lunch
set
table?
pieces that I love. And you just
Not
wanna
this. Look,
smash
this
it.
is
Why don't you
gorgeous.
take it
back
home?
here.
How about
I'm not
this?
saying
How
let's
about
wreck the
I-
bar.
I don't give a shit about the bar. Burn the bar down.
Table's
In
the
my
easiest
free
I don't
time.
sit. I don't sit at the bar.
So much more
I make
difficult
a
to
new
build
table
that
for
than
you.
this.
But I don't sit at that. I don't give a shit. What do you
I
want?
said, what if in my free time I make a new table for you and you love it?
Yeah,
I
it's
love
gonna be
that.
a piece of fucking
I love
garbage,
that idea.
dude.
Are you-
No, it's like
How
it's
do you
like-
know it?
it's
How
like
do you
the
know
kid's
what my
picture, you put it on the
craftsmanship
refrigerator.
is
It's gonna be
like? 'Cause I know
beautiful.
what
Joe, it's gonna be
you're-
beautiful. Please build us a table.
See, I know how to work epoxy.
Yeah, work some epoxy and make a
You're
table.
just gonna put epoxy on what? A regular table or what? I don't. What's your?
Well, yeah,
What's your strategy?
I haven't gotten that far yet. Just
Okay.
I love it. There's a lot of stuff over in State Shoot. It's just go over to Marcus and be like, hi, nice to meet you. I'm Joe.
Yeah.
Have you met Marcus before?
I haven't met Marcus.
Okay,
no.
so hi,
I
I'm
did talk to
Joe.
Marcus.
I work at Achievement Hunter. Shake hands.
Yes.
Okay.
Or fist bump or elbow, whatever you're comfortable with. I need to build a table, and I'm going to do it alone. And then Marcus will point you towards stuff, and you can build a table for
What
us.
if it's a marble slab?
I love it.
table?
I love that idea.
Yeah. You guys want to
Marble
carry a
slab?
marble slab?
I
around
love a
everywhere?
marble
do you know how to cut
slab
marble?
table.
You don't want to?
They're saying yes.
Listen.
You can't hear them. They're not on mic. They're all saying yes. A
Think of
marble
it-
slab
What
table.
if it's-
What if it's a
Passive
table
weightlifting.
made?
It has wheels.
What if it's a table made of marbles?
Maybe you get entered
What if-
into a
what
raffle
if-
for every.
What if it has wheels?
donation
Because you guys
give.
never picked this up.
People
right?
are talking about Extra Life. We could wreck this thing
Auction.
for Extra Life. That could be fun.
You could just do Extra Life and not wreck it.
Man. Well, I mean, things get destroyed during Extra Life. It makes sense. Usually it's you and Gavin, but we can make it the table instead of you and Gavin.
Yeah,
Unless,
stop sacrificing your body.
Okay, so
How
you're
much
telling me
is your
that it's
body
instead
worth?
of, it's not both?
I mean,
Instead.
it could be instead
one
of.
or the
I
other.
mean, it's got to
No,
be Gavin for
it's
sure.
one or the other.
No, it can't. Don't lie to me.
It's instead of one of you or Gavin.
No,
not
it's
both.
not. It would be all of us. It'd be me
instead
and
of
Gavin
me.
and the table.
Instead of me.
We are straight up lighting you on fire for Extra Life.
That's true. That's
That would
true.
be awesome.
Dude, that'd
We
be
could do that.
awesome as long as it
I
didn't
know we
come out
can.
of it
I
with
got
third degree burn.
Gavin and I
No, you
Gavin and I
have
were on fire when we
maybe
did the
one,
NBA
first.
Jam thing. Fire's hot.
Fire is.
Yeah.
Even when they say here's a fire suit, it burns up.
Yeah, and your hands get
It
all.
burns
like,
up within reason, and then the ball burns up. too,
Yeah, yeah. That was
Because
fun. That
balls
was cool.
aren't made to be.
What about for Extra Life the entire time I'm just trying to make fire in the background?
Out of
You
what?
with sticks.
Like primitive like a bow drill and everything.
Dude,
I'm
just
trying
go
for
get the
entire
box
stream.
of matches that Shelby gave.
Broadcast, you're cool with Joe just trying to start a fire during Extra Life,
Took me
right?
16 matches.
It'll be a very.
They all said yes.
It'll be a
Okay.
very small.
No.
It'll be a contained,
No, I heard it.
6 foot pit
contained
filled
fire.
with gasoline.
How's it gonna be a pit?
What?
6-foot pit.
Yeah, I'll just get a jackhammer. And
Oh yeah, there we
Do a
go.
little-
I like this. I love this idea is coming together right now.
there's concrete
So,
down there, so it's
Pit of gasoline.
passive stones.
Joe starting the
spread.
fire. So
We can barely use water in here.
I mean, we got water. Do you need water? There's some water. You can.
So then we can barely use fire because
That's
it's
what
the
I-
opposite.
Yeah, but I'll be honest, water kind of gets around easier. No one ever,
Yeah.
like you talk about water
Fire doesn't-
spreading.
yeah,
You
yeah.
don't ever hear anyone talk about fire spread.
It's true. It's like oh,
It's just
that
kind of wherever
water
you
got
throw it,
everywhere.
Are you
it stays
kidding?
there. If you pour a cup of water everywhere,
burn
Yeah.
things
if you
to
throw a cup
prevent
of
spreading
fire,
the fire.
it's just gonna sit there.
Exactly.
You know what I
It's
mean?
not going to spread, especially here.
And there's no oxygen in this room, so it has
true.
nowhere to go. I'd always take a deep breath before I come in.
All right, so we're in agreement. We're going to destroy the table. We all agreed on this. Joe's going to build us a new table out of marble.
Oh, that sounds beautiful.
Or
And-
marbles.
No, do it out of
Or marbles. That'd be cool too.
Yeah.
I'm down with that. And
Probably
yeah.
need at least 100.
I'd have to learn how to
need more
melt
than
glass.
Why do you need to melt glass?
You're gonna melt the marbles?
You just already have the marble. Just glue them
Why
I
together.
don't want to
What's
glue
up
them
with you and
together. That's
fire?
janky.
Just glue together a
it's
table
gotta have some
of
elite
100
master craftsmanship.
Right, that's the
behind it.
craftsmanship. Is just building the whole table out,
of
whole
Elmer's
out
glue
of
and
whole
marbles.
Yeah.
Well, not Elmer's glue, Joe.
Okay, super glue.
Elmer's
Yeah, at
glue is
least
not
Gorilla
the
Glue.
marbles. Like, come on, bare minimum Gorilla Glue.
Or he could make one of those doors like at
Save it. I
Aerosmith,
don't
you know,
know
Rock and
why.
Roller
Oh,
Coaster.
yeah, yeah.
They have those doors with the marbles in them.
Ooh, that
You could do that, but a table. It'd be awesome.
I don't know if it probably would break.
Michael, I talked to Brad recently, our goalie, and he's coming back for Extra Life already. We've already said that's happening, and he said he's been working on his targeting. He's been working on.
Gavin and I are going to kick at him.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So
He doesn't have to practice too
He
much.
says he felt bad. He missed a few times last
He
year,
doesn't have to practice too
and
much.
so but
I
it's
know he
good.
felt bad. I cheered him up afterwards. I know you saw I came over. I said, "Don't be embarrassed. You missed a couple. It's fine." You know. You know. I was like, I might have been embarrassed, but you shouldn't.
You shouldn't be.
You know what I mean?
Oh well.
And I think it helped him out.
Yeah, I think
That guy gave him a confidence.
he's having a good
boost
season.
that
He's
he
having a real
really
good
needed.
season right now.
So that's why he's gonna.
Well,
come
I'm
back.
not saying it's because of me, but we don't know that it isn't because
Michael
of
Jones, the
because
secret
of
behind
the
the
extra
Austin
life
FC.
extravaganza. You know, maybe Brad Stuver left, going like, "Man, I just feel like I'm gonna have a great year next year."
Yeah, next season's gonna be awesome.
So here
But
we
yeah,
are. in
Extra
that
Life's
season.
coming up November. We'll have more details on it very, very soon. Don't worry.
After Uno.
After Uno.
Uno's first.
September,
Uno's September 9th.
September 9th.
Technically,
September 9th, the day before Austin FC beat Seattle in Seattle. Sounders going down. Gonna knock them right out of the playoff line.
I'm just
It'd be
trying to
great.
think about Uno because technically I wasn't at the meeting, so
Yeah, you weren't.
I'm
There's no
not-
technically about it. You
I'm
weren't
not
at the meeting.
I'm not part of the Uno, so I get to go home
Well,
and have.
what's funny is we were talking about
Wait a
because we can't have everyone play at once anyway.
Exactly.
Inevitably, there's going to be like swaps, so we're not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly how we're going to do that. But we did decide at that meeting you were in out that you would never get to swap.
True.
And you're going to be there the whole time.
Yeah, but
because
it's
someone has to
really
be the
funny
anchor.
you think
and
that
everyone
you're
kept
not in
saying,
it.
"I nominate Joe for the anchor," and someone said, "Joe, do you oppose?" And then you didn't say anything. And
Yeah.
So then
we also brought up the idea of a
anchor.
leather gimp suit for Joe, and I mean we were all in agreement that he was going to do it, and so there's no
Joe,
no
do
one
you
against
oppose?
it. Yeah, and there's nothing.
Zero
so.
nays.
One of those super tight leather gimp suits you're going to wear
Honestly,
the whole
The
time.
last 2 weeks at Achievement Hunter, I felt like a bag of sand.
No.
Just getting pummeled.
That's
by
pretty
bats.
cool, dude.
A bag of
Wait,
sand.
why does a what?
Yeah, it makes no fucking sense.
Getting pummeled
like
by
you could have
bats.
had it make
You
sense.
had a
My
metaphor.
brain is fucking
Okay.
mush.
There were two metaphors
Yeah.
and you made them
Wait, is your
one.
brain mush or a bag of sand? Come on now, you got to keep
I
them.
feel like a very old and bruised watermelon.
No, you're
That's
mixing metaphors,
most
dude.
of your own doing, though.
That's mushy and
not.
soft.
No.
Sand.
I've done nothing.
It gets everywhere.
Sometimes that's why you're getting chastised because you do nothing. Okay.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
Sometimes when you do nothing, that's when Alfredo has to take off the kid gloves and just repeatedly go for your carotid artery again and again and again, even when you do the same thing he does.
The exact same thing.
That's what makes
A lot of the time he
that's
does
what-
it. A lot
that's
of
what
time he
makes
does
it-
it.
That's what makes it funny.
A lot of the time he does it first.
He does it, and then I go, no problem, Fredo. It happens to everybody.
And then-
Joe does it, and Alfredo's like, Joe, are you
I do
some kind
it
of
one
stupid?
time. I do it one time, and then Freddie goes, "What the fuck, Joe?"
I love y'all's dynamic.
It's all just-
so fun.
I don't like it,
Bro,
DK.
I'm sorry.
It's just like, It's just a vibe. You just gotta feel the vibe.
Shit.
That was almost hilarious.
My maternal instincts kicked in. I got
I'm so used to being over there that I'm used to having
I
both
thought
my feet.
I thought I'd rid myself of
Both my feet would be under the table. I could lean back. But right now,
I
I'm missing
appreciate
one.
that you grabbed him though. I did that to Michael. We got into a car accident in Los Angeles, and I did the thing where I reached my hand out. And
I mean, I do that too when no one's in the car.
Yeah.
Because I
it's
have,
my
I have bags and
my
shit.
bag.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no, not my purse.
Yeah. Yeah, when you hit that old woman.
Stupid. God, remember that rental car? That rental car was the biggest piece of shit
Yeah.
I've ever seen
but
in my
the trunk
life.
space.
God, you could fit like 9 dead bodies.
You
in
can
it.
fit so many
It
dead
was like
bodies.
this.
What kind of car is it?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm sure I have photos of it. It was like this big ass like Lincoln or something.
It was like a Lincoln.
It was an old piece
this
of
fucker
shit.
was wide.
Yeah,
I think
it
it might have been
was
wider
wider.
than it was long.
Thick with 3 seats.
But we were in Los Angeles out there for Funhouse or something. I forget
No,
what.
it was Dead Space.
Oh, was it Dead
It was
Space?
Dead Space 3.
Ooh.
It was Dead Space 3.
And we were heading back to the airport, and literally we were like on Santa Monica heading towards the 405. And I mean, I don't know whatever it was. And I was there. We were at a stoplight. Light was red. Light went green. There was one car in front of me. She started going, so I started going. I look away. I look back. She stopped. And I was like, hit the brake, and it slid into the back of her.
And her bumper fell off.
Yeah, her bumper fell off. And what happened was there was a cop going the other way, so she stopped for the cop to let them through the intersection. And I mean, which is, I mean, I was in the wrong. That was 100% my
Yeah.
fault. And then she pulled off, and she just kind of looked at her car. She was like, I don't see anything wrong with mine. And like, we picked up the bumper and threw it in the trunk of mine. And then, yeah, that was the whole thing. And so, but ultimately she was like, yeah, I'm
So you
fine, don't
hit
worry
an old
about
lady?
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was okay. She was
Wow.
okay. My glasses flew off of my face. I hit my
I mean, it
glasses
was
sailing
like-
off. I mean, it was maybe 5 miles an hour.
Like 10 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But
It was
still,
kind
when you press that brake, bro.
Oh,
sometimes
you
cars
want
are
the car to
just-
stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was weird. I didn't think Jack was going to curse at her so much.
Were you angry?
Well, I mean,
what are you doing?
She stopped right in front of me in an
He
intersection.
kept saying, I will end
green
you. I will
light?
end you right
What
now.
do you mean? You stop at a green light?
Pray to
You are
your-
entering a world
pray to
of
your
pain.
God right now.
Oh man, have you ever been in a car accident before? Knock on wood.
I've been in plenty. I've been in plenty.
I've been in I would
haven't
say
been?
like one major one.
You haven't been in any car
Not
accidents?
like a major one. I've been in like some small stuff. But
What-
I've
what-
been
what-
like the pedestrian.
In what? That it influenced the car accident? What do you mean? You're saying that very mischievously.
No.
I've been the pedestrian.
I mean, like the passenger or the pedestrian? Pedestrians means you're on the street.
Yeah.
Okay, passenger.
Because if you got hit by a car as a pedestrian, that's
Right.
pretty major.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it just broke around me. Remember when the car hit Edward in Twilight? It was kind of like that.
I don't know what happened.
The
The
car
trunk,
just
like,
Maeve and the
sliced in half.
boys and it
Yeah,
hits
yeah.
and it destroys around it. Okay, you have to explain. You were a pedestrian.
No, I have
passenger.
like
She meant
I
Oh, you meant pedestrian? What are you talking about?
Were you
then?
like
I was
flicking
on a
someone off and they like
scooter.
looked over at you and hit somebody?
Okay.
Okay.
When I was younger, I was on a scooter, so like my house is pretty close to my grandparents' house. And there's this like turn, and I don't know how to explain it, but you can make rights on red in the South, which is crazy to me. Because like in New
100%.
York, you can't make rights on red.
You in New Jersey.
Well, you don't drive.
Well, unless it
New York
has
is
to be
insanity.
specified that you are allowed to make
See,
a right.
most of the rest of the country is the other way.
Yes.
You know,
So
if
that's
it doesn't say
different for
no-
me.
It specifies no, rather.
Right,
Yeah,
correct. In
that's-
New
I
York,
didn't-
that is not
Really?
the case.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, New York City specifically.
Well, it's punishing you for having a car.
It's
Yeah.
yeah. You honestly should just not own one.
take the subway,
like
take the
why
subway.
do you have one? But I guess the lady was fine going with it, so I wasn't prepared for them to make the turn. I had to cross the street to go to the gas station, and she kind of really like didn't stop all the way. She did like that rolling stop thing, because you know I do it all the time, and I'm on like an electric scooter. And I can't stop that fast because I stop. I go flying. I'm small. I'm like babe. So I kind of miss it as she's turning and my like scooter gets like stuck in her grill.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like I'm not bad. I got like a couple scrapes and stuff, but
Did you like fall off of it?
kind
Out of the
of,
way?
yeah, like
Or-
kind of out the way. Like I let the scooter go. I go, it'll die.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll like.
So okay, let's clear this up here.
Oh,
so
God.
here's the intersection, right?
Okay.
Here's the car going this way.
And I'm like here.
Okay, and so wait, so you walked in
I
front
have
of
to,
her?
Yeah. But she's like.
Who had the
this.
green light at this point?
Well-
was the car or the,
No,
I'll do it
it's
for the overhead
red
camera for
because
you.
she wants to make a right
So-
on red.
So she was
so the
here
greens-
at a
the
red.
greens
The
are this
green
way.
is
So she
this-
turned into
this
you
way.
and you went.
Yeah.
Okay, so 100% was her fault.
100%.
Okay, that's.
But like
that's,
I could have
It wasn't
seen
even just
it.
like barging out.
No,
into
but I
traffic.
totally could have seen it. Like I'm not going that fast. The car is like there.
Yeah.
It's in front of me. It's not like it was coming from behind me or anything. And I'm like, I should stop. Scooter did not want to stop.
Did you drop it off though at like the scooter spot?
No. It was a scooter I owned.
Oh, that
I owned
sucks.
it. Yeah.
Was it electric or was
Yeah,
it?
it was a little electric.
Oh, wow.
Beep beep. I
Damn,
was getting
dude.
it. Had a seat and everything. I was just like,
Thinking about getting a Vespa?
Wait, it had a seat? Oh, so it's like a wait.
It was it's one of those electric scooters that you can it
it has
an
like a
actual
seat
It's
on
like
it.
a bicycle seat.
You
on
could
it.
sit and stand.
It's basically it's like an electric bike, but it's got tiny wheels.
Okay.
No, it's not a bike. It is like the bird scooter. The one I had is like the bird scooters, but it has a seat.
That's lazy. That just seems.
I was like 13
Then you
trying
should
to
be
get to Nana's
standing.
house.
You should be standing. By
running.
no means should you be sitting.
Sometimes you want to sit. You
Yeah,
want
you shouldn't be out of your playpen.
That's true.
Oh no, I'm a child.
Get back in there.
Who let you out of your crate? Okay, so
Oh, take me
it's
back home, Dad.
It's a scooter with a seat.
Yes,
That blows
it's
me
an
away.
electric scooter.
But it's. I don't
I had a
know.
little basket and everything. I could go to the grocery store. My mom was so lit. She was like, all right, go ahead. I'm like 13, picking up milk and eggs.
I was 13
You're
throwing
like Peter
eggs.
Parker.
Yeah. Chugging milk and throwing eggs.
I still chug milk.
Yeah, that's true.
Run on errands, no. Oh man.
Can you chug a gallon of milk?
He has.
Oh, boy, I have not. I've attempted it.
That's true. We did it.
Do a vortex with a gallon of milk.
Oh yeah. Oh, that'd be
Hey,
fun.
you know what? Feel free to show us at Extra Life.
Oh, no,
So-
thank you.
Yeah, that's
You
fun.
will.
No,
I
you
was
just
just
You're gonna
volunteer.
chug a gallon
No,
of
no,
milk for extra
you
life.
will.
Wow,
You're
that's
gonna be
crazy.
making
This is your
fire,
first
chugging
Extra
milk,
Life. You
and we're
better
gonna throw the
fucking
table on you and see if it catches
He
fire.
chugs whole milk.
You got to raise money for the kids.
Yeah.
Can it be one like?
No,
1%?
whole milk.
Yeah, no, I'll give you one.
You can, it's just a gallon of milk.
I don't want.
We
Got a
did.
baby, yeah.
It's too
So
fat-free.
Katie.
I won't settle.
It's not. It can't be fat free.
So
It's got at
Katie,
least
for an experiment one year, she got Gavin and Michael to drink milk and like basically drink just a crap load of milk and then just chug down some chocolate syrup, like Hershey syrup. And then Michael, was it you who didn't move or was it Gavin? So one of the two of you guys was like jumping around on a trampoline and stuff, and the other like sat still. And then inevitably, when you were going to throw it up, she was curious if it would come out as still just normal milk or if it would be
It's gonna
chocolate
come
milk.
We
out.
combined it in
Yeah.
my stomach.
So
or
you were the one
whatever.
moving around?
I know for a fact I was fucking jumping up and down. I remember
Okay,
that.
yeah. So
I don't
you-
remember if it was I jumped and he didn't, or if it was like chocolate and strawberry. I don't remember.
No, it was because you both had white milk and then you
Yeah.
did chocolate, and then I guess
Yeah.
you threw up chocolate milk, but Gavin threw up just normal milk.
Yeah.
Like it didn't mix. It didn't mix in his belly. He just sat there and like drank and then threw up the.
I like
the
shook
milk.
it up in my gut.
So you can try that. We can retry that experiment.
I don't
I'm
remember
fine.
Gavin. I do remember it working.
It sounds
for me.
like the experiment was conducted and the result was.
Well, no, we didn't
I
do
mean,
the vortex.
one you don't just
You
do an
gotta do
experiment once. You
multiple
got to do
ones.
multiple.
Why do you
times with
hate
different
sick
subjects?
kids?
In a scientific
Do you not want to
study.
raise money for children?
You don't want
They
to drink
would
some
just
milk
make
to help change some kids' lives?
It's the 10th anniversary of Extra Life.
not drinking milk. I'm Joe.
It's your first one you've ever done, and you're already like.
Well, so far
F them
I've been
kids.
unknowingly signed up to get hit by a goalie kicking soccer balls.
Well, I mean, that's just for fun.
He's doing that too?
I mean, that was just for fun.
You're doing that the day
That's
before.
just for fun.
Well,
Yeah, we're not filming that.
Well, no, what we can do, no. What we can do is,
not even content.
what we do is we have Joe be the warm-up.
Oh, that makes sense.
Remember last year he was warming up
Yeah,
at a
yeah, that
wall?
makes sense.
Warm up
True.
on Joe.
Oh.
Saved the wall. He broke the wall.
I don't want
for
it to
putting
happen.
Joe there.
Because then he'll
What if
be
I'm
like
trying-
ready for us.
What if
Yeah.
I'm trying to chug a gallon of milk while the balls are?
I don't think it's gonna come out of the blue.
No.
I think you're gonna be standing at the I'm getting kicked by the ball zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe's in a corner.
Joe's just like
Soccer ball comes sailing and
oh, hey,
nails him.
the ball fucking. Well, it wasn't ready yet.
My Joe, you're doing a lot for
No,
Extra Life.
it's the 10th year of Extra Life. We're bringing back some classic stuff too. So we've got some
Like Bernie?
feelers out there. I don't know. We haven't talked to Bernie yet. But we actually almost destroyed his Tesla one time. He actually said he'd be willing to put his Tesla up if we raised like $2 million. He'd let us destroy it. But I think we hit close to $1 million that year, so it was pretty safe. But no, we're bringing back some people. We have some friends coming in. It looks like we're actually going to be able to do it a proper large scale this year.
Exciting.
So it's gonna be fun. You were there last year. That was
Yes,
that was one of your
was.
first big projects you did
Yeah,
with
it was
us.
nice.
Do you know,
Cool.
is it planning to be 24 hours?
We're still working on it. We're like ideally it'll be 24 hours. It all kind of depends on COVID and broadcast, honestly. But we want to do 24 hours. So
Which are usually
fingers
synonymous.
crossed.
COVID and broadcast. I think of one, I think of the other.
Well, there's still certain
They're such
measures
good friends.
we're taking and being safe and being careful. So, but we want to try to bring it back to 24 hours. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. We don't have everything locked in 100% ready to announce yet, but you'll find out information very, very soon. Just November-ish, like I think November 12th is the
Scorpio
Saturday.
season.
So, yeah. Anyway, so
Not
Joe, you
real
could
comfortable at
brace
all.
yourself.
What?
Brace yourself for this. Tell them about the ads.
Joe, tell them about the ads.
What ads?
The ads.
The ads they're about to see.
right now.
Right there. Joe, point it out. Be
So
like,
come on.
Right there.
Are you even looking at the right camera?
You're not even looking
Joe,
at the right
you're not.
camera. It's the,
I'm
the
not.
one-
I'm trying to not
Joe,
look
No,
at the
but
camera.
no,
You're
you're
supposed
no.
to.
Joe,
I'm
look.
looking literally at.
Yeah,
Look,
that's
look.
the wrong one.
See, it's this
That's
one.
a
There's
not a
terrible
camera.
cut to a commercial.
See, the red.
There's no camera down there, so technically I'm not looking at the wrong camera. I'm just not looking at.
Can you
any
just
camera.
stop so it can go to the cut?
It's got a red light.
Ads.
This episode of Off Topic is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. How well would you take care of your car if you had to keep the same one for your entire life? Okay, well, that's how our brains work. We just got the one, so why don't we treat them that way? How we care for our mind affects how we experience life, so it's important to invest time and care into keeping them healthy. There are plenty of ways to support a healthy brain, like learning a new language, or taking power naps, or just regular sleep. That's great for some people. There's also BetterHelp Online Therapy. Okay, now look, I know that therapy can be a scary thing, but I think it's a great idea for everyone to give it a try. Therapy can be a lot of different things for people, but if you never try it, you never know what exactly it can do for you. I recommend taking care of yourself and seeing if therapy is something that you can improve to help improve your quality of life. Okay, I know a lot of people, like, even if you don't know people are in therapy, you probably do. Some people talk about it, some people don't, but it's super common. It's and something people should be doing, honestly. BetterHelp is online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat-only therapy sessions, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's also much more affordable than in-person therapy, so giving it a try is easier than ever. You can be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours, and then you can start your journey of better mental health. To get started with BetterHelp today and save 10% on your first month, go to betterhelp.com/offtopic. That's BetterHelp.com/offtopic. Thank you, BetterHelp. This episode of the Off Topic podcast is also brought to you by Red Web. Are you captivated by the unknown? Do you obsess over unexplained phenomena? Do you frighten easily? Behold, Red Web, a podcast all about unsolved mysteries, true crime, conspiracies, and the supernatural, like cryptoids. With an appetite for the unknown, host Trevor Collins and Alfredo Diaz dissect a new unsolved mystery every week, from true crime to paranormal events and conspiracies. Each episode dives into the timelines, the facts, and the popular theories that attempt to explain what's really happening with these strange incidents. Join them this month as they explore creepy forest events like Bella in the Witch Elm, Rendlesham Forest, and the Black Forest of Haunting. Names they quite easily could have made up. Check out Red Web now, available whenever you listen to podcasts, and wherever, which is what it says. But also it's available whenever you are, because you shouldn't be listening to a podcast if you're not ready for it. If you want to get the episodes a day early, head over to redwebpod.com. So that's what their podcast is about? I had no idea. This episode of the Off Topic Podcast is also brought to you by Stamps.com. Running to the post office is a pain, but it's even worse when you have a small business and you're going there all the time. So stop mailing and shipping the hard way. The post office is awful. Stamps.com gives you access to all post office and UPS shipping services from your computer. Plus, you can get up to 30% off USPS rates and 86% off UPS. What? Whether you're an office sending invoices, an Etsy shop sending your products, or a warehouse shipping orders, Stamps.com makes mailing and shipping a breeze. All you need is your regular computer and printer, plus it works seamlessly with Shopify, Amazon, Etsy, eBay, and more, okay? It's super easy to use. It's just one less thing you gotta do, okay? Whether you're shipping stuff or making goods to sell, okay? Just do it from your computer with Stamps.com, okay? I love Stamps.com, and I think it's very good for keeping you out of the post office and in to good times. I don't even know what that means, honestly, but I like it. Don't mail and ship the hard way. Sign up with Stamps.com today. Sign up with promo code OFFTOPIC for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial, plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page, and enter code OFFTOPIC. That's the name of this show. Skip the headache with Stamps.com. Okay,
What?
so hopefully them watching that,
Oh my god.
They realized
they
how good I
they
am.
cooled off at probably their red fury that they had building towards you.
Red fury?
Yeah.
Why does it have to be red?
I was
Why can't it be
thinking fire.
Why can't it be like yellow fury?
I was just thinking fire.
Or purple
true.
fury.
Again, you want me to say it again? I don't know. What's yellow fury? What if red's fire? What's
That was
yellow?
Yellow's
Sinestro, right?
also in orangey,
Yeah.
red.
Yeah.
He's yellow. Like that's the Ring of Power. They're green, yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't he?
Red.
Parallax.
He, has like
He
a-
is purple, but he has
yeah.
a yellow outfit.
You're right.
But I think is that envy or what was yellow represent? I forget
Yellow
which.
is fear.
Is it
No.
fear?
Yes.
Okay.
Red is like I'm gonna kill you, right? Like
Yeah.
Rage or
Yeah.
some shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. Positive. 100%.
Well.
Call me Pixar because I'm turning red right now.
That was good.
Was it Pixar? I
It
don't
was,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, it was.
That was good. That was like,
Yeah.
I was
Be weird.
impressed.
Don't call me Pixar.
Okay.
I'm Michael.
You should call him.
That would be odd to call you
Hey
Pixar.
Pixar, what's up?
Hey, Pixar, how you doing?
I did this thing with Alfredo yesterday. So he was playing the Raft. He's playing with Fuya, who
Yeah.
I know is like a friend of Alfredo's, and she streams, and she's gonna be in
Meltdown.
Survive Block Island Meltdown. Yeah, she's in that.
Bim.
And so they're playing Raft like on their personal streams, and I messaged her and I was like, hey, like, because there was just two of them playing. I'm like, let me know when you're playing. I want to jump in. And so like I jumped in with no microphone. First I jumped in as a guy named Sam the Sailor, but I didn't realize I missed the L, so it was like Sam the Sayor. And Alfredo's like, who is this? Who are you? And so I'm like, oh my god, like it didn't have my account name or anything. I was like, he doesn't know it's me. And I typed like. I was like, hi, I made it. And as it comes up, it's my Steam profile picture, which is just my face. Because it's my personal account, and it's just me like, and I was like, oh, fuck. And Alfredo's just like, this fucking man, what's he doing here? And I just started taking all their shit and just throwing it everywhere. I fucked around for a minute, and then I left, and he was just like, I don't know what he's doing. Because I had his stream up, I was listening to it. But then I came back again named Kevin the crewmate, and I was like, hi, I'm Kevin. I heard my friend Sam was here. Do you know where he is?
Sam the Sayer.
Sam the Sayer. And he ended up giving me, this is all leading to calling me Pixar. He ended up giving me a spear, and he was like, here, Kevin, you need to hunt. And I immediately just jumped in the ocean, started fighting a shark, and I managed to kill it.
Nice.
So you get the head, so I'm wearing the head.
Yeah.
And like, this is great, like the chemistry with Alfredo, where all I was typing occasionally, but then I was just typing as Kevin, and I was talking in the third person. And he's just like, Kevin, that's my boy Kevin. All right, Kevin, let's go. And it was about 30, 40 minutes of Alfredo just talking to Kevin and just complete role playing with me not speaking, just playing the game. And I like nod my head. He's like, Kevin, hungry? Kevin's fucking fed over here. Oh, yeah, I like Kevin. And at one point, like, Kevin stole the raft. He was like, Kevin's leaving. Kevin's leaving. And it was just funny how quickly it was like, oh, Michael's in here. Kevin, they made a little dog bed for me to like
Oh
sleep
my
in,
God.
but I wouldn't sleep in it. I would only sleep in Kevin's bed. And then for some reason they were like, Kevin, get up. Time to get up. And I was like, unbeknownst to the rest of the crew, Kevin has closed his eyes and fallen into a deep, deep coma. And then I started talking about how Kevin's on the DNR list and he doesn't want to be resuscitated. and then like they did something that knocked me out of the bed, and I kept screaming, "Why did you resuscitate me? You didn't follow my wishes." So this was like 30 minutes left, and I'm just giggling to myself. And Lindsay's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "It's not me, it's Kevin," for no reason. For absolutely no reason. I told Alfredo, I was like, this is why I bought the game. I had to buy Raft. I don't think I've ever played it.
Wow, that's a fun game.
It's fun.
I love
They have
it.
the new update.
Yeah.
Have you guys have y'all beaten it yet? I know you're playing. You've been
So
playing as a crew.
close.
I know like I watched someone else beat the game, and so it is cool that there's like a boss and
Yeah,
stuff now.
it's awesome.
It's really neat.
Yeah, they added so much cool new content. Like, it's been really, really, really fun playing it. We are so close to the end. Oh,
That's not true. I guess I'm in Raft. I don't play it though. I sneak up
You're the
behind Trevor and I
Baba
say,
Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
The Baba Yaga.
I try and startle him. It's about my contribution to the
Nice,
Raft.
nice. Man, we've been playing 7 Days to Die. Just like we're prepping because we're doing 7 Days to Die You Dead, You Dead coming up sometime this fall. I don't know when exactly, but
Tomorrow, actually.
Yeah, tomorrow is the first episode. Not true.
I'm shaking my head no.
Yeah, no, it's not coming out. We haven't filmed it yet.
lied.
But man, that game, it's one of those games that's dangerous because I start playing it, I'm like,
Well, yeah, there's zombies, bro.
I have fun with this. I could see myself getting sucked into that game so much where I'm like, well, this is all I'm going to
Yeah,
do for the next
but
2
all
months.
you'd have to do is ignore your pets and nephews.
That's
not your
true.
kids.
Not
Yeah,
too
that's
big.
Easier.
Bears are scary.
Bears are scary.
The
Yeah.
bears are scary. The bears fuck me up.
Dude, it's weird going
I saw
into
my
this.
first
Like,
Bears, yeah.
like, I think I might know the most about the game.
Yeah. I hadn't played it for a long time. Like, I think Alpha 15 or 14 even. And now they're up to 19, about to do 20 or 21.
Yeah, both. They're already working on 21.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, but
So
like-
we're debating whether or not to start now on 19 or wait till 20's out and start then.
At what
So
point
it
do you
kinda
get out
depends.
of alpha?
Soon. They said soon.
Yeah, I mean, basically, once there's like an end game, like once the game is technically complete, that's when you get out of alpha.
There's not
So,
end
like,
game in that game. I've been told so much that there's end game.
Well, I mean, like if they added like a final boss that you could beat, like the Ender Dragon was kind of like the end of Minecraft. Like once they built out the end, and it was like, oh, we have a boss you can beat, and literally you jump into the portal, credits roll. That's when you've completed. Like alpha is done, you're into beta, and then beta is about polishing and is making it better and more refined. They're still kind of like tweaking
They'll
the.
never get out of alpha.
I mean, they could. I mean, like the thing is, like they keep tweaking kind of like the leveling system and like the books and everything. And it's like once they find something like this is it, we're done. You know, then they can walk away from it. You can say we are out of alpha and into beta, and then you polish into beta, and then you have a release. And so
The way this should end the alpha is everyone just gets nuked.
I feel like that's
Yeah.
how the game started.
they did that with Star
but then
Wars.
it's, you know, full
Star
circle.
Wars: The Old Republic, the MMO. They had an early like beta test like before it went public, and like there was like literally it's like this is gonna end at like midnight at this time, and people were throwing parties. Like there was like in one of the major capitals there was like a club, and everyone was like bouncing around going ape shit, and then all the servers died. And so it was like, oh, it's kind of cool. But like everyone like saw the world ending around them.
Oh, that's
so,
crazy.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah, and I've heard that about other MMOs where like they would literally send like meteors down and it's like start destroying the world, like finish it. Like when the MMO is dying, they're like, we'll just have fun with it, and they start like wrecking their own
That's
servers
cool.
and stuff. So. But it's fun. So anyway, You Dead. I'm excited for it. But yeah, you're probably the most knowledgeable in 7 days now. And I'm working on it. I'm trying to build out and try to figure out like what's going to be my sort of path to helping the crew. So I'm not really a fighter.
Because we talked about it, and like there's skills in the game when you level up that everyone should get. It benefits you no matter what you do, of like stamina recovery and like you consume food at a slower rate or whatever. But then there's like specialized stuff where, you know, like everybody needs to fight to some extent. Like even Jack, if he's building, you know,
I'm still
fight
gonna-
on like Horde Night and shit.
Yeah.
But
Right.
maybe he doesn't need 10 strength and a level 5 shotgun and blah, 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 you know. But like no more than one person needs like the skills to like build cars or motorcycles or whatever. You could just be like, I'm the engineering guy.
Yeah, it's like go collect the
And
shit,
so
bring
then
it to me, I'll
there's-
build it.
There's basically no point in 2 people doing it because they could just spend those skill points on like melee or fighting or food. There's like the cook, there's the doctor,
Right.
whatever. But I was trying to think about that. I'm like, man, it's gonna be crazy though. If it's like, we have this one person holding it together and then they die, like on day whatever. It's like, oh
like,
fuck,
we just
like,
lost
have
the
any
we
medic.
can't make
Yeah.
shit anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something to think about because like you will level up a bunch early on, but then it takes longer and longer, and you can reset it, but I doubt we'll hit it. You have to find. I've never found
There's
it.
like an elixir or a drink.
Yeah, it's like a forget an elixir, and like without
like respec?
you can respec, but without any perks or anything, like better barter, like discounts and stuff. It's like 60 grand.
Oh my God.
To buy at the store, and so it's hard as fuck to get early. You know, once you
Right.
start like mass producing money and shit, and so it's not really that viable early on to respec points.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, for the
it'll
most
be
part, though,
interesting.
like everyone's like the first like probably 10 spec points will probably all be relatively the same between everyone. It's kind of like build a base character that's not terrible, and then you sort of pick your class where it's like, okay, you're an engineer, you're a medic, you're a hunter, you're a fighter. It's like
right.
We
Just
should
funny
probably
though.
literally
It's
have like
the medic died.
yeah we should literally
Can't
probably
make
like
any antibiotics.
we should make like sheets where it's like, hey, here's what you should spec into, like if you want to become these classes.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I'm sure they probably exist
I'm
already.
gonna go
but-
ape shit.
When we last played, I think I was specking into a fighter.
What do you?
But they
what
have
do you
like
think?
brawler, they have like range, they have.
I think it was arranged.
Okay.
I was specking into.
What do you think you'd want to do? Because you've dabbled a little bit.
Yeah, I did a little bit. I didn't like the building. the building.
Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right.
So you're a killer.
I think I might be a killer, or I like gathering stuff. I like getting loot, so I was like curious.
Oh, I mean that's it too. There's like
scavenger.
treasure finding and shit.
Yeah, like I'm very much that person. Like I want to
There's
Lucky Looter.
There's Lucky Looter is great too because not only does it increase your loot find, but you open shit faster.
Oh,
And
that's
so like at
good.
level 5, it's 80% faster.
Oh my
which
gosh.
it's a huge difference because you're watching that
Yeah.
little wheel. It's like
So annoying.
there's perks that like increase the rewards you get from like digging up buried treasure and shit.
cool.
So it's like again, that's something where a lot of things anyone should get at level 1,
Right.
Because you could just throw one skill point into it. But then the fact that you need to upgrade your base stat too, like say your strength or whatever, and then once that hits like level 6, you need 2 skill points to get to 7,
Okay,
and then you
that
need
makes sense.
3 to get it to like 9 and 10. It doesn't make sense for everyone to do that. But if you're like, oh, I'm the digger, you could be like, oh, I found a treasure map. Everyone just give it to you because
Yeah.
if you open it and you find it, your rewards are going to be better than other
anyway.
people. Even early
You'll find
on,
it
there's
quicker.
there's like it's under bartering, but it's like you get extra options for items when you complete a quest.
Okay.
Like normally
That's
when you do a
cool.
quest,
Right,
you get
like bonus
2.
stuff, yeah.
So it's like now you get to pick out of 3.
Oh, that's nice.
And so that stuff like that is always just total RNG because it could
Right.
be like, oh shit, it's a cooking pot. We needed that, you know, or a
Or it could be
crucible or whatever.
crap.
Or if it's crap, you always just take whatever's worth the most and
Right,
you just
and
sell
sell
it
it.
right back
Yeah.
to them. So.
Yeah, I just got to the point where I did enough of the missions to get a bike. So after you do 7 missions with the like the trader, they actually give you like, oh, thank you for like you've completed level 1 of this trader, and now here's a reward, and you can pick a number of things. And a bike is like one of the first options you
cool.
get, and
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
huge.
There's like that it's like that every time you complete like a tier.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
And sometimes like you could get like you know, a food bundle or a shotgun bundle
Yeah.
or whatever.
There were like mod bundles I could have got, but I'm like, I have to get a bike. Like that's so
Yeah.
that makes everything
Yeah.
so
if you
much
don't
easier.
have a bike at that point, you should just do it. But like
Right.
again, for us, that's like level 1 in
Yeah.
engineering. It's like before we get to that, someone could be like, "Oh, I can build bikes."
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. But
Right.
then you need the thing that I said this to Jack. That's going to be interesting for us is there's going to be so many people. I'm sure it'll be like Minecraft where people will be cycling in. We're not going to have fucking 8 people in at once. But like feeding people is going to be such a
Oh my
chore.
gosh,
There's going to
yeah.
be so many.
We're literally gonna be
I
hunters.
wouldn't mind being the cook. I wouldn't mind.
It's just getting it.
It's
Cooking's
getting the
easy.
stuff.
It's just like
You have,
you
you
know.
have to get a hunter's knife. You have to get like a good bow and arrow, like something to be able to take out animals. And those
And
animals
you need
are
to
tricky.
find them. You
Yeah.
know? Sometimes I like clubbing them.
Kill a bear.
Kill a bear.
Kill a bear might
Kill a
feed us
bear,
another
like
day.
a mountain lion or whatever. They're worth
Ton
a
of
lot.
leather, yeah.
You know, even a chicken, you get a suspicious amount of meat out of. A chicken
You like
isn't
5,
worth
Probably
it.
give it
yeah.
growth
It's like-
hormones.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe that's
I mean, it's
probably
that's what
post-apocalyptic
McDonald's
world.
farms.
that's what
Like,
caused the war.
But I'm excited
Oh, it's like
for it.
rad chickens. Oh yeah.
yeah.
I'm very excited for you dead in 7 days. But yeah, I definitely want to get a little bit more practice.
I think
Like,
we're starting it on September 10th.
really? Is that nice?
might be.
That's gonna be rough. I want to be starting on Saturday. But I want to get to a point because I haven't experienced the Horde night, and like I've been reading about like Horde bases and like the way to like get the Horde to like path a certain way and be able to attack them.
Oh, you saw a
easier
great
and-
Horde night. You jumped at one of my games.
Oh my gosh, bro, I'm also traumatized
Damn
by
it.
Kirsten's like terrible
So,
freaking
yeah,
base. Like,
I was playing with some people and like it was like a last second like I'm gonna build this like
Yeah.
5 hours before the night and it was like a new base because we were in the middle of moving bases.
Yes, you were.
'Cause the thing about 7 days is like it starts you in basically like the level 1 area, and so the loot and the enemies and all that stuff do scale to you, the player. But it also is like increased if you go to harder areas, like the wasteland or something is like the highest level loot, and then like snow and like backtracking to the beginning one. So when you get really high up and you can kill them, it pays to move to like one of the harder areas because
Okay.
you get better loot.
Right.
And so we were in the middle of doing that, and so we didn't have a horde base yet, and it ended up being like. Dude, it was like 12 blocks stacked on
It
each
was
other.
so bad.
And BK's like, this is the base?
I was like, there's like all these houses, everything. You're like, no, come to these 5 blocks.
And it was just like in the middle of the street. It was
In
like.
the middle. Apparently there was a strat, like, and I understood
I didn't.
the roadmap, but the night was not.
Oh yeah,
Like,
it was like
about
holding
to
that. It was
happen.
going. It's perfect. Like holding the blueprint, and you need to lower it, and it's like
It's
like a
a
Looney Tune.
stick.
Yeah, it's like a stick hanging. Dude, it collapsed in like 30 minutes. Like it just
so
fell.
bad.
That is,
We did good despite.
we did
the
good. We were just,
terrible
dude, the whole
pace.
horde night, we're just running
We were
through the
hiding
field.
for the field.
Yeah, just like fighting 20 at a time. And then that was BK being like, yeah, I'm trying to like, get some practice in 7 days. So if you play, shoot me an invite. And I invited her the night of Fortnite while we were moving.
He did.
And I just kept going like, man, maybe this wasn't the best introduction.
Like, oh, we've got stuff for you, we promise.
It took you forever to get there.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, this is the you saw it before I did. And you were like, yo, this is not it.
This is not it, bro. I was like, we're going to survive? It's like, you play this game? This is what...
That wasn't on me.
Oh, man. Beaks, you just went to Disney.
Oh, yeah,
any-
I did go to Disney.
Anything fun happening out there? You say hi to Mickey for me?
Oh my gosh, I got to go to the new Galaxy's Edge area, which is all
Nice.
Star Wars stuff. It was super cool. And I got to ride the new Rise of the Resistance ride, which is awesome because...
So how long did you wait, first of all?
Oh, we rolling with Nana.
Okay.
So Nana got that disability pass, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
And she like, I got the good.
Yes, Nana's in her little car and scooter. She's
I
like,
got the
listen,
good and the bad
I
leg.
ain't trying to drop
Right.
the curb,
It's horrible.
you know? Nana's definitely that. So yeah, she got the disability pass, so we played for Genie Plus. So technically we had 2 fast passes
Oh,
to use
nice.
throughout the day. We just can't like double stack. So we have 2 rides, and then once we ride those rides, we have 2 more rides. So we were hitting everything. It was like crack for Nana. I was like, next one, what's next? What's next?
for
Like,
Nana.
Nana crack.
are we ready? Like, come on, we gotta eat something. Give me a churro, all right? Because I need to eat food before this next
I
ride.
need cinnamon sugar.
Is that okay, Nana? What do you want? But we went on the Rise of the Resistance ride, which was so cool because like I'm a big like Empire fan, like I like the dark side, and like most other rides, it's like the narrative of like the rebels, like that's what they want. Kids are I'm a Jedi. But this ride like kind of shows you what the dark side is like. You get to like see the Empire and like all the role play and all the cast members like being
You get unlimited
assholes.
power and shit.
Yeah, it was really cool. I had lost my mind. I was like freaking out more than like the children. The children were looking at me. They're like, what's wrong with it? I'm like, it's the actor, it's Zaddy. Everyone's like, all the moms are like, ooh.
You said that in front of the kids. That's Zaddy. Oh my God, it's
I
Zaddy.
mean, I was the worst because I was so loud because it's like, it's an experience, the ride. Like you kind of like have this like holding.
It's like 3 rides.
It
in
is.
one,
It's like
basically.
one ride, a little talk pre-show. Then there's like another area, and they're like, okay, well, this is the ride. And you get in, you're like, okay, we're not being buckled in. What is happening? That's when I knew something like wasn't right. You get in, normally you sit in a seat. The guy talks to you, go, okay, have a nice trip, and then they leave and they press some buttons. We go in, she's like, yeah, everyone load in, and you're just kind of standing there and stuff's happening. I'm like, okay, well, is this the ride? It's a pretty shitty ride. Like, it's just like a screen in the front of me, a screen in the back of me. All right, what can happen? Things start shaking. I go, oh, wait, this is real. Okay, and the Empire pulls up, and pretty much you get, like, taken kidnapped, and opens up, and you're, like, on a ship, and they're in, like, hardcore role play. There's, like, rows of
really cool.
stormtroopers. Like, they're, like, I freaked out. I literally was just like,
cool.
please get me in there, running past the children. I almost knocked a
It's
child
cool
over.
as shit because it's like they're mascots, but they're mascots that are one for one. You know what I mean? Like when you go to Disney World, you see Mickey Mouse. It's like Mickey Mouse isn't a giant fucking guy in a costume. It's a cartoon.
Yeah.
But like a stormtrooper is just a guy in an
Yeah.
outfit, and so
Yeah.
it's like that's just like from the movie. You know what I
Especially
mean?
with the voices
it's not like
they have, like,
yeah,
they
like
say,
come on.
yes, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh,
It's
like,
just like that's cool.
It's super
That's
awesome.
really
I
cool.
felt like such a little kid the whole time. I'm like getting out. And my dad, like, he was in the line and he was on the wrong side of the line. And he was like, oh, my party's up there. Obviously, my dad being a little Caribbean man doesn't really speak very, like, eligibly. So sometimes it's hard to hear what he's saying. So the lady of the ride's like, don't cross the line. Don't cross the line.
Sir, stop!
Yeah, like in character. Like me, my sister's just like, why are they being so mean? I don't get it. I was like, they're in character. Like I'm
the Empire.
freaking out. It's the Empire. And you see a little child like so confused. My dad's just like not listening at all. He's like, I didn't hear a word she said. I was like, thanks, Dad. I think you gave those little kids a heart attack because they were so in character. Like, move along. Don't take any pictures. You're gonna have to delete those. I was like, wait, are you serious? Like, are you gonna take my phone or like?
Yeah, it's great. It's one of like 3 places that cast members are allowed to kind of be jerks to you intentionally because they're playing a character. So it's like there is the Haunted Mansion and then Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
And so it's like they're literally playing like they're on a ship and they're like, you are their prisoner. So come with me, stand there, get in line. And it's like they're mean to you. And like they'll poke fun at you too. So like if they're waiting to load you onto the next thing, they'll be like, is he with you? And then Katie was like, yeah. She goes, "Oh, I'm sorry," and then like walked away. It's like, "Oh, Jesus Christ!" Like just tearing into people. It's awesome.
It's
It is
so fun.
really, really cool.
It's a good like juxtaposition to like being in the park all day and it's just like, hi, oh my gosh, and I'm like with my cousin who we were
Come get
celebrating her
stepped on.
birthday. Yeah, they literally like, come here.
It's like that
Give me
restaurant.
a
Is
rest.
it Heart Attack? Or where do they go where they're like super fucking rude to you? Do you guys know what I'm talking
No,
about?
that's not Heart Attack.
No, Heart Attack Grill is where you die. No, it's Dick's Last Resort is what you're talking about.
Okay. God.
Yeah.
Would you ever go there by choice?
Dick's Last Resort. No.
God,
no.
Why?
What is-
Heart Attack Grill, absolutely.
Dick's Last Resort is they just like insult the shit out of you. It's one of those
Yeah.
places where it's like they
You
just
go
They're
for
just
that?
rude as fuck.
Yeah,
to you.
yeah, and it's like
part of it.
that's the experience.
My favorite thing though is
I
there's
grew
a
up on the East Coast.
at the Ren
restaurant.
Fair, there's a heckler, which is always really fun, at least up north, and like that guy is so good, and you could throw tomatoes at him.
Nice.
So like actually like in Renfield style, and the man like will like go in like just roast you, roast anyone in the audience, especially if you come with.
Wait, does he like ye old roast you?
It's a little bit of both, yeah. It's in character.
He's not- he's just like,
but
hey,
he's,
fuck- hey, fuck
it's
you.
ye old, but contemporary. So like make a reference that you're like, whoa, why do you know that verbiage? But also you're still in
Gotcha.
the right vernacular.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally just sit there, I watch. I'm sitting there eating my
roasting
turkey
you
leg
about,
or my
like, your doctor's
popcorn.
He's
Yeah.
like, farewell, Felicia. You know?
Yes, though, like actually, and you're like trying hard to laugh because once you start laughing, he'll start picking on you. You're like, don't look at me, sir. I'm just trying to watch this. Like,
Anything else fun happen in Florida before we
oh, I don't know.
got you distracted? Did you ride Slinky Dog Dash?
No,
you
it
saying
started
right now?
getting all like rainy, so they closed it down.
That was a fun one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Tower of Terror. Or did you ride Mickey Minnie's Runaway?
I did ride Mickey
Love
Mouse
that one.
Runaway. I liked the animatronics there and like the projection of stuff.
Yeah,
It was
it's
really
done
cool.
really, really well.
It was
It's
awesome.
pretty neat. The dance scene. It's awesome.
The art style is still a little unsettling though.
Yeah, the weird side face Mickey thing going on is a
don't
bit
like it.
strange, but
Like side face Mickey?
yeah.
comfortable.
Well, so
Better
like,
than Mickey with two faces.
well, it's like so at Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway, they have like projection mapping. So they have like a character, like an animatronic,
This
but then
way.
they project the faces onto the character, so they can like
moves.
mouth a whole lot more. But it's a projector, so it's only on one side, and that's
don't
sort of
move
the
there.
artistic style of it. So it's like Mickey's face is all contained on like the side of his head, and Mickey and Minnie and all that too. So it's just kind of a strange artistic choice, but I guess that's like the new style
It
of
is
the
an
character.
animation
Yeah.
stuff, which was cool. I like it being repurposed, but it was a little. You're sitting there and getting uncomfortable with the yippity doo-dah vibes a lot of the time with the art style. I'm like, I don't like it here. I don't like it here. Get me out. But it's cute. It was nice. I had a good time. I had a
Nice,
good time.
nice. I'm jealous. I haven't gone to Disney in a while. I need to get back.
Get back there.
What's a
get
while?
back.
Yeah, what's like? What,
I've been to
you
Disney.
go
I've been to
twice a
Disney.
month?
I've been to Disney World since I was 2 years old. What's
Let's
a
see.
while?
The last time I went
it's
to
been
Disney,
over 6 months. It's
Was
been
it-
maybe 6 months.
June, I
Right.
think.
Okay, which is not.
3
It's,
months.
That literally
Two.
was like a
2 months
Get
ago.
to the end.
I bet.
It's almost September.
been too
Did I
long.
go in June?
it's been too long. 2 months.
Oh, it's been a really long time.
Yeah, no, we went out there. No, it was May. It was,
I hardly recognize the old
It was
girl.
May.
it was,
Oh,
it was
God,
May because
sorry.
we did the annual pass live show out there, and so
That was a long time ago.
that was
That was like
ages
spring.
ago.
May.
Mate, one
Yeah.
more month then. Whoa.
We're lighting up. We're going out
That's a
for.
whole season.
We're doing Halloween Horror Nights for annual pass. I'm excited for that. We're gonna get
yeah.
out there, have fun with that, and so
That's gonna be dope.
exciting.
I'm gonna be scared. You're gonna see a lot of video. I'm just gonna put in the group chat. I'm just gonna be like, Jack. come
What,
here,
just
dude."
you screaming?
Just post house faces, like before and after,
Hmm.
how it started, how it's going.
They have a skull pizza ball thing where it's like
Is
it's like
it
a
more
pizza.
like a pizza sphere?
Not. I don't think it's a sphere. It's like basically a skull face that has like pepperoni pizza inside of it, like dipped in marinara. Because they always do like
That sounds interesting.
crazy foods and stuff for these things. Like they have, they've got like this candy corn shaped like dessert treat that's supposed to be really good. They have Little Boo pumpkin flavored
Where's
like
this at?
bites at Universal Studios in
Universal.
Florida.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, there's so much cool stuff out there. I want to get out there for
Never
it.
been to Universal.
We gotta change that,
I've
bro.
also only gone to Disney. I may have gone to Disneyland when I was like 7 years old.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't think remember or know anything about it.
Well, I
It's
mean,
where Mickey lives.
It's true. I mean,
Yeah,
you have
that's where he resides.
Joe, you have no wonder in your heart, so it makes sense that you would
I
never
have a lot of
go.
wonder in my
No,
heart.
that's not true.
I wonder
Not
about
true.
a lot of things,
Like,
like how I ended up here.
that's true. I'll give you
Good
that.
So
question.
you're not the only one wondering that,
Oh, I know. I know, Michael.
because everyone tells you every day.
Everyone tells me every day, why are you here?
Yeah, who
How
are
did
you and
get
why
Dude,
are you
here's the
Everybody
other thing
do
too.
it.
Here's the other
Yeah.
thing that kind of pisses me off about this guy.
Uh-huh.
He's always like, no one sits next to me. No one sits next to me. Because he's on the very end. He's on the very end of the rows. And for some reason, Joe is past Gavin's desk, which empties the most.
At your desk, and you were gone for months.
So it's like Joe, and then usually 2 desks,
and
then Trevor.
And then, but Trevor's always was gone for a while.
It's like you and Matt with like 4 desks in between you.
You got BK across from you.
Yeah, but
it's just next to him.
BK didn't move here until.
That is true. It was like maybe a month or 2 after you were.
So
it was a while after.
I came in this morning and Jaren was fiddling. He was doing VR stuff for the game we talked about earlier, and so he was kind of touching everybody's station. And I was here early, and so I was just like, "Are you using my desk?" Or I was just like, "Are you using my desk?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna need to at some point." I was like, "Right now or later? Like, do you want me to move now and just not sit here, or you're not coming back for like a half an hour?"
Right.
And he was just like, well, and I was like, Jaren, do I play Dark Souls at my desk or on my laptop? Answer me.
Tell me right
And he was just like, laptop. And I was like, okay, thank you.
you.
So I went over to Gavin's desk, and I sat down at Gavin's desk, and I thought, Joe's gonna be so happy. Someone's sitting next to him. And then he kind of wanders in whenever, not on time. I don't even know when it was.
It was like 10:03.
Oh man.
Right, that's what I said.
Late,
and then he like wasn't there at all. He just didn't sit at his own desk. He was just fucking around, and I'm just sitting there going,
I came to sit
hello,
Jared was in
hello.
my seat.
I have like limited time here to sit next to Joe. All he's talking about is how lonely he is, and then there's just an empty chair next to me.
Brutal.
Whatever,
And then when
man.
I got there, Jaren was sitting in my chair.
Yeah, because I
You
said,
need company.
Jaren, can you be Joe? And he said, I don't want to, but I'll do it.
Yo, gotta love Jaren.
You know what? That makes sense.
Yeah. And then I said something to Joe as I was, because we were gonna film the video or
You said,
whatever.
I missed my chance.
I was like, you missed your chance, buddy. You wasted it. And then I just got up and I went back to my desk.
And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, you wasted your chance to not be alone.
Yeah. I was like sitting there, I imagined in my head Joe would go, oh,
Right.
walk in. He's just like
Nothing.
on his phone, like.
I wasn't even like when I walked in. I had my.
That's what you're
phone,
doing.
My glasses case. I had my wallet on top of my phone. So I was walking around like this, and Michael's like, "What are you doing? Walking in like looking." I was like, "No, I'm just holding it. I was looking at you."
Like
Why
this.
is it on your pocket?
Like this.
Well, because
Guys, I'm just holding things.
It was not up in my face. It was down here.
Nah,
No, I believe Michael.
I've seen you come in.
See,
It's
so
just
what
a
I'm
little
saying,
more
when
here.
he creates his own problem.
Yeah.
Man.
If you didn't walk in holding
you know, you
like
wouldn't have
that,
so
we
much
wouldn't have anything to
material.
say
Why
about
would I
it.
walk?
Yeah,
why would I walk around hunching like a little?
That's what we don't know, Joe.
Gremlin,
Why
like,
did you do
why
it?
would I walk into
We don't
work
know
like
why.
this?
Fantastic question.
That's why I'm concerned.
I know what I'm doing is hold my phone like
That's
this.
why I was
walked in,
concerned.
I was
You're
looking up.
presenting us.
You were sitting up. You were standing up. Jaren was sitting down on my chair, and I was just like, "Hey, what's up? What's going
That's
on?"
not how you came in today. You did not go, hey, what's up? What's going on?
Oh, I was thinking, "Hey, what's
right,
going
I'm
on?"
sure you were. And he was going,
I'm sure he's
Yeah,
My
Started
phone wasn't
crying.
even
Yeah.
my phone wasn't even like on, and my wallet
that's
was on
the
top of it.
problem. You were
have
looking at a
pockets,
wallet.
right? I can
Wait,
see
you
you've
weren't
got
even
cargo
looking at the
pockets.
He's got so many pockets.
No, I was holding up like this.
No, listen, you've got more pockets than
I was
I've
in a
ever
rush to
had.
get in, so I just
And
got
these
it.
holes break down too, don't they?
How did you open the door?
Whenever I'm in a rush, I pick things up.
Right,
Makes
and
me
My
move
hold
fast.
it
contacts
in
were
both
in there.
hands.
I gotta get out of
Then
here.
have to enter.
I gotta get out of here. Hang on.
You could like
I'm moving
fold this
faster
thing
now.
down. Look at that. So look, this could fit in your pocket too.
And they could wear
You
them.
could put so much stuff in your pocket.
Does it ever?
You don't have to carry things.
Does it
in
ever
here.
get exhausting being a star?
It,
You are.
it gets exhausting being so fucking stupid like I am.
Well, those are your words, not
I mean,
mine.
yeah, that's a quote from
Like,
Joe
why?
right there.
Work.
All right.
Wake up. Stupid.
Oh my gosh. God, we're like 2 weeks away from Uno Infinite. That sucks.
Well, you're kind of.
I mean, no, we both are.
Well, but I'm not leaving.
I mean, I maybe you are. I don't know. It could go as long as we want. We don't know.
Actually,
it might,
it's not
it might
as
end
long
early.
as
It
you
might be
want.
like an hour long.
How long do you want it to go for?
Jaron, answer me, you fuck.
My flight's I think at 9. So if I get to the airport, if I leave, if I'm there at the airport at like
officially.
7:30, I should be
know if you didn't
okay. I'm not checking anything, so I'm about 8. So yeah, so as long as we wrap around like 7 in the morning, that should be good. So like a good 12.
Jack, you're gonna have to move the
15
flight.
Yeah, you're gonna
hours.
have to move your flight. Look, you
You're
only
gonna
have
have
to
to
pay
miss
the
it.
difference usually.
I'm just spamming
They're really nice.
everyone.
We fly
What you
Delta.
playing?
Oh, you don't want to give all the information. I want to get dogs.
I fly American.
That explains a lot.
Dude,
Yeah.
Caden, immediately. I slacked Jaron like 10 minutes ago, like asking what the post team was going to stream. Nothing. And then I just started messaging everybody. Then I went to Sarah. Then I went to Caden. Couldn't even start typing to Shelby. Caden answered me. So I Caden's the GOAT.
Yes.
A baby goat.
Well, maybe anything. About to wrap up here. Post team's playing Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels.
Is that
like in
a
real
racing?
life?
I doubt it.
Is it a racing
They
game?
didn't.
Is it like a first-person racing?
Probably.
Or is it like a third, like a stunt?
Oh, it's probably a third person.
Maybe it's like sexy tires.
I don't think so.
Or Hot Wheels.
Like I'm thinking seeing the
No.
track type
No,
situation.
It's probably third person,
Third
just
person,
like
right?
like dress up the tire.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
That's what
Exactly
Honda
like
sounds
that.
Let it rip.
Okay, cool.
Exactly
Car
like
joke.
that.
What? Why would I know what a Honda sounds like? I don't even.
Dude,
You would like, that's what a Honda sounds like. That's how blind a shark is. Did you know a monkey's lifespan?
Yeah.
Talk about
I never talked about a monkey's lifespan.
Not yet.
It was right there.
Joe is like, I'm as blind as a shark. And it's
I
like,
know. I
and
said
I'm
I was
like,
blind. Specified.
Okay, I'm
great
sorry.
white shark. Okay?
Oh,
'Cause great
even
white
better.
sharks are blind as fuck.
but who knows that?
I do.
Oh,
That's such a
great, but I
specific-
don't. You say
I thought it was common knowledge.
If you were
That's
like,
not
I'm as
common
blind as a great
knowledge.
white shark, and I've
You
been
know
like,
how many
oh,
You know how
you've
many
got
people watch
fantastic
Shark Week?
vision.
It should be
Do you know how
common
many states
knowledge
are
at that point.
landlocked?
Here's the
How
thing.
would they know?
It's a phrase.
Oh,
It's just a
look at Mr. Synergy over here
I
talking
have
about
heard of it.
Shark
I have
Week.
Because
not
dumb doesn't
heard
mean it
that
hasn't
phrase.
Discovery,
said.
Warner
I've heard
Brothers.
The idiom,
I never
blind
said
as
it
a
wasn't
bat.
I usually say blind as a bat, but then I started thinking after I watched the interview,
that's
blind as a
common.
bat doesn't make sense.
Again,
Why not?
I'm with you,
Bats
but
aren't
also
technically- bats aren't that blind.
I was
They
in the
can't
camp.
see. They have no. They can't. They have no vision at all. It's all
They
sonar.
don't have
or-
fucking
yeah.
eyeballs, bro.
They have eyeballs.
No, they're in their ass. Listen to me. Listen
Like me.
Yes, listen to me. You can say like, yeah, it's a phrase. It's just why.
It's,
Yeah.
You just don't have. You don't have to be as blind as anything.
I'm as blind as a millipede.
You can just say, I'm Joe. I
That-
have bad vision.
You'd be like, I'm as blind as my cousin
People
Millie.
like Jack who doesn't know
No,
about sharks.
who's Millie?
I was on Discovery Shark Week.
That's
so
true.
I
You
know
got
everything.
eaten by a shark.
I know
See?
everything.
Knowledge is
You can know
power.
about sharks. I swam with them.
It's true.
Swam with sharks?
I did.
wait, really?
What a man.
Yeah.
Gavin and I went scuba diving
Wow.
With sharks.
with some
Wait.
sharks. They were pretty,
Sharkies?
they were pretty scared of us, I think.
You run into a great white?
No. Well,
Yeah.
wait. No.
I swam with
Because it
turtles.
can see you.
Could they see? Yeah. Could they see you? Were they just bumping into you because they're so blind? They're just, like,
Sharks
ramming
will
into you?
swim insanely close to you. It's wild.
Yeah, it's
but
because they have bad vision.
They're-
So I have to see
no,
what they're looking at.
because they're fucking.
come up next
it's
to you
because they're
like-
ballers.
Because
they don't give a fuck.
they're apex
Yeah.
predators.
That's why.
They know.
They
run
swim
the
right
street.
towards you, and you keep like, should I move? Should I move? Should I? And they'll be like,
No.
and go past you. Like it's fucking nuts.
They just give
They
you a
come
little
up
kiss.
and be like,
There was a bunch of like little tiny sharks.
Can't call them
swimming
apex
around.
predators if they can't see nothing.
Yeah. You should
Well,
fight the shark.
well, apparently, I mean, you can, I
Say
think,
it's
because
not an apex
technically,
predator.
Square up with the
technically,
shark,
aren't like
I guess
humans like the ultimate apex
Give me some,
predator?
like,
Yes.
Like human beings, and he can't see, so you kind of can be.
Right,
That's
I
true.
guess so, right?
I'm as blind as a
You are
human.
an example of that.
I'm blind as
You're
Joe.
blind.
I
Apex
absolutely could be an
predator.
apex predator.
Well, you are as,
but
a,
I'm
as
limited.
a human race. You are.
But I'm limited.
Do you think there's a great white shark who's like, man, I'm as blind as a human being?
I'm as blind as Joe.
I'm as blind as a Joe.
Yeah, there's a shark saying I'm as blind as
And then
Joe
the shark
Lee.
buddy's like, who the fuck is
Who the fuck is Joe Lee? And
am I
then
supposed
the
to
shark
know
keeps
that?
saying,
You've never
it's a
heard?
common phrase.
You've
It's
never
a
heard of the
common phrase.
apex
Everyone
predator?
says this.
Joe Lee.
Everyone knows that Joe can't
Everyone
see,
knows.
okay? And the other shark's just saying, just say you can't see. I don't
Come
know.
on, man. Just admit it. It's
And
all
he's
right.
going, everyone
Safe space,
does
bro.
it.
It's a safe space.
Oh, man.
The ocean. The ocean is a safe space for sharks.
I'm as blind as Jason Momoa. That's what a shark would say, because he's the only human he sees in the ocean.
What? That
God
doesn't make any
Christ.
sense.
If that exists,
make
you
any
know they're
sense
all,
what you're
there's a
saying.
whole
I just conflated Jason Momoa's vision with a shark seeing Jason
I
Momoa.
think he was trying to do an
fast as
Aquaman
Aquaman.
thing.
He was trying.
He tried
it
to, but
still
then
made
like
no
it doesn't
sense.
make sense because there's so many people in that kingdom that he's the ruler of.
He doesn't know.
dude.
They don't see any.
They
They
don't
don't
see
recognize.
anything?
They don't
The
recognize
begrudged
anyone but
ruler.
Jason Momoa.
Like Aragorn.
Everybody-
You think the sequel's coming out anytime?
Didn't they just announce that?
Oh,
it
okay.
is?
Hang
It
on.
is
Hang on.
coming out before.
Jaron, maybe he got one upped by Caden, so he's elaborating. Okay. So they're playing Hot Wheels Unleashed, and then he just said, as if
Sexy
As
tires.
if that wasn't enough information, he said,
Unleashed.
we bought the DLC.
Oh, shit.
So if you want to see not only Hot Wheels Unleashed, but the Hot Wheels Unleashed DLC with at least Jaren and Caden.
Is that a Forza DLC
Hot
or is that an
Wheels.
actual game?
think
I know there's Hot Wheels stuff in Forza because
Yeah.
I did it years ago as a
Yeah,
host,
yeah.
and that's where I forgot I
No,
met
I think
Iffy.
it's a game now.
That's right.
He
Yeah.
told me that. I was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, that show you did.
And it's
I'm
always
like,
great. So it's like,
You
we've
were
met
there?
before. It's like we have. It's like here's a photo of the two of us together.
Yeah,
It's like,
well, I
oh,
made like
shit.
4 of those a day for
Right.
days.
It's a actual
Yeah.
Standalone game.
standalone game.
Standalone
Anyway,
game.
that's off topic. I'm sorry about the intro. Joe's working on it. Maybe we'll have him try it again.
Go
next week.
Austin
Probably
FC.
not, though.
Beat LA.
Go Austin FC.
Beat LA.
I hope Brad doesn't have an unfortunate kicking injury
Oh, no,
before extra life.
He'll be fine by November, no matter what. It'll be fine. It'll be good.
Unless
You
the
know,
shark
because
takes
it's
off
like
his
just,
leg.
hey, Brad, rest up.
Why
you
would
know
a
what I mean?
shark take his leg?
Yeah, you
I'm as
crossed the
blind
line.
as a shark. Maybe I could be a shark.
They can't see him.
Quiet.
Thanks for watching.
Shut up. Stay tuned for the post-team streaming Hot Wheels or something. I don't know. I think they're just going.
I was just trying. To...
Go Austin.
I know. The problem is you tried and you failed.